now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy! Send it! Incoming! Put the money in the bag, man!
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros, fake news, everybody. Bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week. Special guest in studio today, D'Anthony, the star. Yes, I'm saying star, because he's on video now, okay? He's not just a voice, he's also a face on video in your living rooms. Rob O'Neill is here. Hi, Rob.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
No applause on 9/11, Ryan? Jesus Christ, bro. Show some respect. Show some respect. It's never forget, and it looks like you forgot within the first 30 seconds of the show, Ryan. Shit. Yeah. Jesse's calling him Brian now. Yeah. Do we need to? Yeah. My God, dude. My God.
Reduce him in rank.
I know.
I have one.
Yeah, you do.
You sure as shit don't now.
He was bragging to me. He just got promoted.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he was bragging a lot.
We're letting him use the bathroom inside now.
That's a hell of a promotion considering the audience.
Yeah, well, considering it's Texas and 100 degrees outside too.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the heat, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the heat.
It's good to be back. I used to be a Texan. You know that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Do you miss it?
You know what? I kind of miss the taxes that aren't here. Because I live in New York, and they like those up there.
Are you getting out of there if Mamdani gets elected?
Yeah, probably. That's another thing too. 24 years after 9/11, the only thing New York forgot is to never forget.
Isn't that crazy?
The guy's a communist and a jihadi. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So before we hop into the news here, what are you hearing up there? So Dan and I have a bet that he's got to wear a turban on election the day after he's elected. I'm positive he's getting elected. Like I would if I'm on my bookie, I'm betting all my money on that.
Well, you got to figure the. It's almost.
You think so too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would bet on it. If I had a bet, I would bet he's going to win, because you're relying on the voter. And even with voting though, like if it was really important, they wouldn't let us do it. He's kind of getting pushed in there. Plus, they're going towards the. Well, is your rent too high? Well, then elect me. And they don't really get into anything else. Oh, you want a grocery store where you can afford groceries or they're free? Elect me. That's really it. And most people there don't consider there's a lot of different reasons why rent is so high, but it's not, let's just elect a communist because it worked so well before.
Yeah. Jesus
But
Christ.
and I don't know, as a New Yorker, I'm not sure if I really want to fight it or just, you know what? Just vote him in and you can suck it up. Because it's just, at some point, with all the bullshit going on, someone's going to pay the man eventually.
Yeah.
With all these stupid policies and all this free bullshit. I mean, it's either the billionaires are going to leave New York, and I don't know. I don't understand why billionaires are bad anyway. Like, what do they do? They worked hard. Like, that's what I never understood. No, they hate billionaires because success. I guess you'll see that a lot of people hate success. But I mean, yeah, the rent's really high. But it's not because of a socialist or a jihadi.
No, it's nonsense. Somebody like 2 years ago, when Elon was in the process of buying Twitter, they were like, for $6 billion, you can end hunger in this country. Why aren't you doing that? He goes, show me Give me your plan for that, and I'll fucking write a check
Yeah.
for $6 billion right now.
Yeah.
If it just costs that. No, we spend between Medicaid and fucking welfare, we spend $3.5 trillion per year. That's with a T, my friend.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You're not going to solve it with $6 billion. You're not. I'm sorry.
Well, throwing money at anything doesn't work either, and we've proven that. I mean, with every single thing that the government does, you throw money at it, it gets worse. And the budget's they don't get audited. It's never on time.
I found that the more money you throw at a woman under dark lights, the better your night gets.
Sure does.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Sure does.
So, different situation.
But yeah,
fair.
Being a New Yorker, right before the Charlie Kirk thing happened yesterday, one of the big announcements was out of New York, and that was potentially going to be the headline yesterday. Obviously, it wasn't, which we'll talk about throughout the show today. Was that Governor Kathy Hochul actually renewed the contract for the National Guard to stay in the subways because the subways had gotten so much safer?
Yeah, they have a tendency to come around when no one's really watching, and obviously, with what happened to Charlie yesterday, that should take the headlines. But like even in Washington D.C., Muriel Bowser saw what the National Guard does there, and Chicago's different. New York, I'm not sure, but if it's working and they actually care about the constituents, maybe. And the subways are pretty bad in New York. They're obviously bad in Charlotte. That's part of a plan everywhere. Does she want to renew the contract to keep National Guard there? Is that what she was saying?
She already did.
Okay, I missed
so
that.
They're going to stay. Yeah. Well, the announcement was, I'm not kidding, maybe a half hour before.
Yeah.
All this happened, and it kind of went unnoticed. But with everything that's going on in the people fake protesting for I don't want to militarize my city in D.C. and all this other shit. Obviously, it's working in New York, or she wouldn't have done it again.
Well, yeah, and hopefully I think she's a demon. But I mean, if you are doing that for the greater good of the people, then that's a good thing. And I would like to say maybe she's coming around. She's not. Neither's Gretchen Whitmer. And none of those people who are in charge are coming around. What is she gaining politically out of this? Is she not going to get more? Is someone coming up to beat her in an election, or what's happening to make her do that? Because like in Chicago, their big thing is crime is down, so we don't need the National Guard. But we all know that the politicians are in cahoots with the cartels because that's a shipping line, and they're getting paid off the back end with that. And they love the chaos, and then because you can always use the government or something like that. But what is she getting out of that?
There was a rumor that I heard that Chelsea Clinton was either going to run for governor or senator up there, and she's probably worried about potentially losing her job. The problem is, though, if Mamdani gets in there, I don't know that it's going to fucking matter anyways, because
no, they're at a bit of a political crossroad right now because a large part of the activated part of their base believes this stupid socialist nonsense. So if Kathy Hochul or whomever else goes hard in the paint against this dude, they suffer politically for it to some degree on the base side. And now I think in a statewide New York election, they're still safe. Right?
Statewide, yes.
Yeah, so that governor statewide, there's no reason for her to be pandering to this knucklehead. She should she's the one politician in New York who can light his ass on fire and not have to worry about it, to be frank, right?
I think so.
But I don't know, and so I don't know why she's not. But it would be like if Sarah Sanders started talking shit about Trump, that would be problematic.
Right.
But if she started talking shit about like fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene, I wasn't going to care about that. You know what I mean?
No.
So yeah, it's weird that she's not more vocal about that because we all know where that's headed. You can't put a socialist in charge of anything. They're fucking retards.
Yeah, and for us, we haven't had a New Yorker on the show in a while. Who lives it on a daily basis to come and chat about it. And for me, as I said yes, he's in.
He's in. And all that's happening right now, you have a bunch of other people who are competing with him, and they're just going to split votes. The hardliners, the left.
That's what I said, yeah.
And that other thing.
Somebody will drop out.
With the they're going to have to. They're going to have to try to figure out a way to get him. I mean, it is funny when like you're the best you got is Eric Adams. There's not a lot of options.
I know.
There's not a lot of options up there. And the Kathy Hochul thing surprises me too because what they love, especially in big cities, another thing going back to Chicago, they love the chaos because they don't want legit elections. They want the corruption. They want putting up all the cardboard so no one can see who's doing what. They want the water pipe to burst so all of a sudden we win an election. Because a lot of New Yorkers, not all of them, but a lot of them, they're leaning more towards, not necessarily Republicans, but more towards law and order, which is weird. Like they're tired of it. Like,
well, it's not weird. It happened after, what was his name, Dinkus?
Yep.
Whenever fucking Giuliani came in the
yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Dinkus before him?
I believe so. I forget the guy's name, but Giuliani really cleaned up that city. I was there during that
Yeah,
period.
it was fucked.
Yeah.
It was fucked before, and Giuliani, who was repube, yeah, but more importantly, at the time, he was famous for having taken down a bunch of mob guys in the fucking district court in New York, right?
Yes.
As a AUSA. That's what he got famous for before he was ever mayor of New York. They voted specifically to clean up the city. And I think by the time this election happens, there's going to be reports. So Muriel Bowser's openly supporting Trump stuff going on in D.C. right now. Now the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, is also supporting it. It'll be interesting to see how the election falls. One of those two so-called independents, they're just both Democrats that are running as an independent, but one of those two guys is going to have to drop out.
Yeah.
And not just drop out, but give full-throated support to the other guy.
Yep.
Right? So if Adams or Cuomo drop out, they have to say Adams.
Oh, they have to.
They have to say Adams or Cuomo, like, this dude is unacceptable. That we've tried this cashless bail, prisons aren't for prisoners nonsense already, and look what it got us. You cannot elect this dude. Whatever else we do, we can't elect that guy.
Right.
Right. So, well, I don't think there's any chance he gets elected.
Really? I mean, he's pushing. What's big up there still is the defund the police, and that nonsense. And we're seeing what happens. You get fewer cops, you get more crime, and the locals don't like it. But the politicians do, again, because it keeps the chaos. And that's like because it starts off with socialism, moves into communism. But the first part of socialism is you empty the prisons. We've seen it everywhere from Iraq to Central America to Africa.
You know what?
Get rid of the prisons, put judges in place, and then and you get what you got now. And you're either too afraid to speak up, or you speak up and you get killed.
Yeah, the first thing that Saddam Hussein did when he took power in Iraq, 79, right, was do exactly what he just said, and then spend a bunch of fucking treasury money on hospitals and schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they look the same.
Yeah.
Over there, everything looks the same.
Yeah.
Even
If you look at hospitals and schools and prisons are kind of the same thing. So
prisons are just for adults. That's all they are. So
depends on the country.
Well, I'm saying you got to figure with schools, prisons, and hospitals, someone's getting paid to keep it's like a hotel, keep the rooms full. Someone's getting paid.
I know. And they're all privatized.
And that's
prisons are privatized, so they're making a lot of money off of them.
Every decision made is based on money or power.
Yes.
And just we were talking about cannabis off air. I've been lobbying for cannabis and psychedelics in D.C., and they don't really want that because who pays for their campaigns? Pfizer. What has Pfizer been doing? 175 years they've been in business, trillions of dollars in revenue, not one cure.
No.
A lot of fucking money rolling in.
A lot of money, not a cure.
Like if they were their sponsors like NASCAR, Nancy Pelosi would have nothing but Pfizer on her orange jumpsuit. I wish her yellow driving suit. What do they call
wishful
driving
thinking?
suits?
Yeah.
A lot of people. Yeah.
Someday.
A lot of those communists are pretty rich too. It doesn't trickle down though.
I think,
do.
You know what? You want to hear what I think prison should be?
Yeah.
You know that feeling when you're leaning back in your chair and you almost fall and you catch yourself? That. Constantly for 10 years.
The one in our buddies got down there in South America, that one.
Oh, Bukele.
They leave the lights on all 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't want somebody like
shit.
I'm afraid of the dark, so that's good for me.
It is. Yeah. He keeps the night lights.
I do. Yeah.
That is
It's an old school Casper.
Yeah, it's Casper, and then
the friendly ghost.
It's Casper, and then the other side of the room, it's Batman shining the bat signal on.
It's on the ceiling. Yeah.
It's a flashlight. It's a flashlight you can fuck.
It'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
who doesn't want to
you
fuck
want to
Batman?
unplug. You want to unplug it first, though. You don't want to get electrocuted through your dick.
You know they sent a case of those. The flashlight company sent a case of those to SEAL Team 6's quarterdeck when we got back from the mission.
Shut the
And
fuck up.
yeah, and the command threw them away. They're like, well, because of the SEAL ethos. Like, we don't stand for this. I'm like, you've obviously never met a Navy SEAL at this command, because I would deploy with 2 of those. Yeah.
'Cause you got to wash it, obviously.
It depends on which part of the country you're in.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, we'll go from socialism here to capitalism before we get into the news. Hard AF Seltzer is the tall boys right here. Boom, these big guys are coming to Texas next week. Just getting off the phone with Ryan Mills. Also talked to our COO. We signed a test deal with Circle K down in Auburn, University of Auburn, University of Alabama, and we're all throughout the Panhandle here. So currently, as of today, we're in all the Circle Ks on Auburn's campus, 2393 University Boulevard, 2385 Moores Mill Road, 600 Shug Jordan Parkway, 171 East Glen Avenue, and then in North Point, 5525 McFarland Boulevard, 6404 University Boulevard in Cottondale, 615 University Boulevard, Tuscaloosa, 7424 in Skyland Boulevard, Tuscaloosa. One more in North Point at 4500 Highway, 15463 in Brookwood on Highway 216 there, Alabama, and Lorraine Wallace Boulevard in North Point. And then three more in Tuscaloosa at McFarland Boulevard, 2400 there, 4751 Rice Mine Road, and 6718 Highway 69 in Tuscaloosa. If those go well and we sell those out through the end of October, that'll open up the entire Southeast. Why am I saying that today? Because 4,000 listeners are invested in the product itself. We all want to see you guys succeed, and we want to succeed as well. And yeah, unfortunately, sometimes life goes on and business goes on and all that other stuff. Because the last 36 hours, man, have been rough. And we'll start off with Charlie Kirk. Dan, we've got some updates here. And this was coming in as I was getting to record. I believe you were recording as well. The FBI has released 2 photos of a new person of interest in the assassination of conservative speaker Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed Wednesday afternoon at Utah Valley University during a public speaking event. The images show a thin male wearing jeans, a long sleeve black shirt with an American flag graphic, black sunglasses, and a hat. Authorities have said a short while later that the FBI was offering a $100,000 bounty for information that helps crack the case. Why isn't that more money than $100,000? Seems a little light on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they decide that. The DOJ does that. The FBI doesn't, I think, right?
I don't even know how
They're
that
the
works.
ones that issue those because they for the FBI most wanted list. Well, first of all, the FBI most wanted list is kind of an inside joke almost, because what they'll do, you can actually shouldn't say that. Never mind. But anyways, they said, I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
I don't want to put that out in public. But yeah, I assume you're not just going to come out with a $10 million reward.
Well, with bin Laden, I mean, it is 9/11 today.
Yeah.
There was a massive reward. What was that at the time you killed him?
You know, it was I've heard 25, I've heard 50.
That's what I've heard too. Somewhere in that 25 to $50 million
Yeah,
range.
that check got lost in the mail.
Yeah, nobody got that.
No one did. No one did. And I mean, it would be cool if it did go to families or something, whatever. Not important, but yeah, I don't know where they come from. I know they keep raising the rent on those things, but I don't know where it starts. But it was at least 25. And I mean, you got to figure that is how they got Uday and Kusay. They were 20 million, I think, apiece. And a family member, it's like they're both in the same house. Like, I want 40 million and move me to Dearborn or wherever they go.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple up there.
Yeah. One or two, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot up there.
I'd give them a shout right now,
lot
but
of
it's probably
Muslims.
call the prayer. They're putting Arabic writing on the police uniforms now, on the badges.
Yeah. I mean, it's
You're kidding.
No.
Yeah, it says explosive.
Oh my God.
Stay back
dude.
300 feet.
Ah.
That would be unbelievable at this point.
I mean, they're all fucking illiterate, so you could put anything on there.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
None of those people know what it says. We had those signs on the back of our trucks that said danger, stay back 200 feet or 300 feet, whatever it was. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, hey, sir, what are the chances any of these motherfuckers can read this? He's like, not one prayer. I'm like, so I just shoot him then? He's like, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, and you know what? It's in that culture too. What's huge is inshallah. Everything is God willing. Everything.
Yeah,
Try to train
alhamdulillah.
those dudes. Hey, you're supposed to be here at 07. It's noon. Inshallah. God didn't want us to come.
Alhamdulillah, yeah, God didn't want
You don't have
this.
to pray 5 times a day?
Yeah, but God willing, you know, it's a very lazy way to rock and roll.
I agree.
No, I mean, if I could be on board, I'd totally.
One
You'd
of
get
our-
a government check and
By the
inshallah the
way,
shit out of today.
The
Done.
chat saying Dearborn Heights PD retracted that.
Oh, they did.
patch
Imagine
because
that.
People were
'Cause we
upset about
found
You
it.
don't
out.
say. Yeah, exactly. We found out. All right, with this guy, first thoughts here on this dude, just based on what he's wearing and what he looks like and all that other shit. Because they also found the weapon, and then they found some ammunition with words and phrases written on it.
So
here.
they found a 30-06. They referred to it as a high-powered bolt-action rifle, but I don't know where else I saw this, but the Wall Street Journal said it. Yeah, it was an older model Mauser 30-06, which is a 30 caliber rifle, standard hunting rifle. I've seen pictures floating around. I'm not sure if it's the right one or not, or if somebody. These jackass news agencies will just pull stock photos and say that's it. But it matters because, like, if I see the rifle, I can see what the relief is. I can see if the scope's mounted properly and all this other stuff. Because there was some dickhole on Fox News yesterday, a former FBI guy, was like, "This seems like a professional hit to me." Like, what are you talking about? So he's shooting from an elevated position. I don't know how tall that building is, but what, fucking 80 feet maybe? Something like that?
About that.
Yeah.
Something like that, 80 feet.
Plus, where Charlie was indented into the ground.
Correct.
Like
Yeah. So we're talking about from AGL, basically above ground level.
Right.
So 80 feet, and then another depression over here. So you get what's called ballistic drop on the way. I'm not explaining anything to you, obviously.
No,
but
you're right though.
There's ballistic drop on the way. So this guy, either it was wildly nobody shoots for the neck. That's stupid,
No,
right?
it's a chest shot or a missed headshot.
You shoot for the uppercut or you shoot for the heart. That's what a pro would do. You're not taking the chance that the guy fucking survives. You're there to clip him.
No, you're going to kill him.
Oh, so you don't go for the neck?
No.
Ever?
No.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
No,
I mean, unless that's the only thing presenting. If you got to shoot the neck, then shoot it. I
and
guess.
as a sniper, I would tell, because everyone's saying he's a professional. It's a 300. At 300 yards, you should pick which fucking nostril you want it in. Eyeball,
Really?
nostrils, in the mouth, pons, medulla. Yeah.
Because look, as a civilian, and we hear these stories,
No.
and there's a lot of conspiracies
this dude
floating
mi-
around,
this
which we'll
dude
talk about. I wouldn't know that.
He missed.
No, he missed by 6 to 10 inches.
Yeah.
And he hit him right here.
Okay.
Right. I mean, there's some people are showing a really slow-mo version of the video where they say it looks like it skipped off a vest and went up into his neck. I don't believe that. I mean,
I was on that thread with you this morning. I don't either.
Yeah, I don't see a hard plate under his
No.
clothes that would have redirected, because you could do that sometimes with not with level 4 because there's extra cushion, but with a level 3 plate sometimes because it's just like a piece of steel or a piece of ceramic or something, it'll bounce off and go in different directions. Usually not like that. Especially not from a downward angle to hit a plate that's convex like this that kind of goes out to go over the chest. The plates are convex, right? So your chest sits inside of them. Around, like, that math doesn't make sense because it's rounded like this, and then the bullet comes from down like this. It's not going to fucking necessarily, I don't know.
Well, he was also wearing a white T-shirt, and
Yeah.
you would see right through that. He was a big advocate for 2A and 2A rights and all the other stuff.
Yeah, I didn't
And he was
see-
also saying, "I'm not afraid of anything." So that would have.
The point is, I didn't see
I
any
didn't
of
see it
that.
either.
I'd like anything that looked like a plate to me. So it looks like the guy's up here, probably at his 10:30-ish, maybe 10, and he pops him from an elevated position. He's trying to shoot here in the middle somewhere, and he hits him here, which means he missed by 6 to 10 inches.
Considerable amount from that range. Yeah.
From that range, yeah, your grouping from that range should be an inch, maybe 3 inches.
Maybe, yeah.
If you're a novice shooter that just learned how to use that weapon system, your group should be 3 inches on that, in my opinion.
Okay,
I mean,
Bob,
so
I just
because-
sent you the gun. Go to Drinkin Bro's email, and you can pop this up because I think you guys will be able to explain this better seeing the gun. This is confirmed by the New York Post, by the way. I wanted to wait till something was official because I'm with you, Dan. We saw some pictures earlier until an actual news outlet confirms it. So this type of gun, how easy or hard is it with this type of gun, and what's on this right now? Can you explain it to the audience?
It's just a
hunting rifle.
typical variable scope on a hunting rifle. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
So this you could buy anywhere.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
And again, you got to. What if it's a drop gun? What if you put something down to throw people off? But a sniper's taking a shot with a bipod, free floating barrel with a bipod, and then
Or at least a bag,
yeah,
something.
and then did they find brass? Sniper's not leaving brass.
No, the
behind?
brass he left it in.
You're not
the
leaving
gun,
any
he said.
brass.
It's in the
Yeah,
it's
he
in the
said
gun
he
now.
said he left it chambered and it has like trans stuff engraved on it. They haven't published any pictures yet, but there was one round still left in the chamber, the expended round, and then 3 additional rounds in the top fed magazine there.
Yeah, and a sniper doesn't do that either. You don't put rounds underneath a hot round.
So
You're gonna
Why-
shoot one,
explain
take it
why.
out. Well, because the heat of your first shot's your cold bore shot, which is the one you want to have down to a science. That's the one you take out. You haven't fired your gun in weeks. That first shot, when you're a hunter or a sniper, that's the one you need to hit. but then the first shot's going to heat up everything else, including the barrel. So the next one's going to be a little off. You don't want to unnecessarily heat up the rounds below the first round because the heat's going to make it rise. So you're going to take a shot, and then you're going to ideally pull it out, keep this brass, put a cold one in, take that shot. He took one shot. But and then 3 inches at 300 yards is 1 minute of angle. A sniper shooting maybe probably a quarter minute angle. So someone because I wasn't there, but I'm never taking a neck shot. So just with the way that it works with the altitude up or down, you're decreasing the distance. So missing high, shooting up or down is normal. So he's probably taking a chest shot.
For an inexperienced person, it's very normal.
But if you're going to try to kill someone with a round like that, if you hit someone in the chest with .30 caliber, you're killing them. And it's not the bullet isn't what kills you. If it hits your heart, it kills you. But it's the temporary cavity, the shock wave that follows it. That's what kills you. Yeah. It rocks your interior. You can see it. I don't want to watch it again. I've seen it once, and that's enough.
I'm with you.
But
that's why
we refused to show it on the show yesterday and on social media.
That's another reason why I just can't imagine that was a ricochet because of the open cavity chest wound that it created. So that's like you can see these. The best way to see it is to find one of these videos. Brandon's done a bunch of them showing rounds going into whatever that material is.
Ballistics gel.
Ballistic gel. It goes in, and if you see it in slow motion, you see the round go in, and as soon as it gets inside of meat, basically, it like swells up. The overpressure swells up inside of it, and it fucking just starts devastating your insides. That's an open cavity wound. That's what we call that, right? Okay. And that's what you're looking for.
Well, that's why you can tell the difference between an entry and an exit wound. Because it just barn doors the shit out of anything behind you. Because everything with when the bullet hits, it'll tumble. Even with something like a green tip armor piercing, that's designed to go through the body armor. Yeah. And I don't even know too if he was wearing even light plates. I mean, it might go through that.
He was not.
Maybe
he wasn't wearing anything.
It was a white shirt.
Yeah.
You would have seen it.
AP would go through level 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll read what was engraved here because the rifle recovered in the hunt contained ammo engraved with transgender and anti-fascist ideology. According to preliminary reports from law enforcement, the weapon was an imported 30-06 caliber Mauser bolt-action rifle.
30-06, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a 30 caliber hunting rifle.
And it was like invented in 1906.
7.62 by 6.3.
Okay.
That's it.
And
it's the foundation. So if all ARs are built on the original AR platform, all hunting rifles, for the most part like this, are built on that original Mauser platform to some degree.
Gotcha. So this was discovered wrapped in a towel by investigators in a wooded area following the killing.
It's another thing a pro doesn't do is wrap something up in a towel covered in his fucking DNA.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to get it. I stopped myself short yesterday. I'm not going to get into it today either about what you would actually do.
Sure.
Like what a professional would actually do. But this is not it. No. It's not even close. I don't know why people just say shit to fucking get clicks, I guess. I don't know.
But someone making a statement is going to do that. A professional's not leaving his gun behind. He's certainly not writing anything on the ammunition. And this, I mean, I wasn't there, and I hate conspiracy theories, but someone that does that has an agenda. The American economy is recovering. America is being feared again. There's a deterrent out there. I mean, what a better way to start a civil war in the United States. I mean, China doesn't like us. Iran's pissed at us. Russia's pissed at us. Some Ukrainians. I mean, I don't know what happened, but just to do that too, that's an agenda. And so someone's making a statement. They love the trans stuff because they know both sides vehemently are going to fight about that. If we can get the right pissed enough with their guns to get mad enough at the trans community, how are they going to respond? Where does the civil war start? Or is it a crazy person that happens to be transgender? Possibly.
You know, it's funny because obviously you live in New York, which is pretty liberal. It's pretty left.
Yeah.
I don't have many friends on the left who care about the transgender issue.
No.
I really don't. It seems like it's the media that's creating this division over this group that is, 0.08 of our fucking society over here? Like, I don't have any left friends who are like, yeah, I want fucking dudes in women's sports. Like, I just don't. And so this weird thing with the trans issue here, I can't find a side that really fucking cares. I mean, unless you're far, far left. But also, there's far, far right guys that
there are, do most people I know, even in New York, are like, if you're an adult, you do what you want. Stay away from the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most people think that until they get it. The problems come when you get into the school boards and the goddamn teachers that are there that have been indoctrinated by the universities. There's a problem. And even in New York, I've seen it too, where now you get the option to pull your kids out when they're doing, my kids are never going to public school in New York, by the way. When they start doing the drag story hour, all that shit.
Right.
You have the option to pull them out. And they start teaching if you read, I've gotten some of the I've gotten packages. I've got kids now, younger kids. I've got college kids and babies, and I got kids. But just bringing a basket that you buy, in a store. Here's a cool basket with all kinds. I've gone through some of the books, and it's like Neighbors and Skin Color. That's fine. And you start reading, it's like, yeah, this is fine. This is great. And then you get further in the New York liberal books, it starts explaining why white people are bad.
Right.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I know.
These children's books.
I know.
Well, we all knew they were. It's just a matter of why, right?
Yeah. Well, thank God this book explains on Sesame Street why Elmo actually.
Yeah, but was probably sucking dick.
But there would be a lot of reasons for a lot of different people to come after a dude like this. I mean, if you look at the this younger generation that's coming to voting age right now, that whatever they're called,
Zoomers. Zoomers is what
they're
I've
called.
heard, but
Gen Z officially.
They've moved.
That's you, Ryan.
Yeah.
They've moved compared to the generation ahead of them. They're plus 44 to the right.
Okay.
Plus 44, and Charlie Kirk did that.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk did
almost I'm not saying he's the only guy doing it, but there's nobody even close to him doing that.
Well, he was 31 years old,
Yeah.
and he started very, very young when he was doing it. And then, Bob, go further down in that article, because you guys will be able to explain this way better than I will, obviously, to the audience. They have the location here of where he was shot and where the shooter was. So it said he was... the shooter location was on top of the Lucy Center building there. And, right there. Keep going. So, Rob, how easy is that to teach a guy overnight? If we were going to go with a conspiracy on this of like, hey, somebody was going to set this guy up and do it, because
if you had a range day, it wouldn't be hard at all to get him to 25 meters, work out your elevation and distance, and then take him back yard line to yard line, have it sighted in for something like this. I mean, you could do a 200-yard sighted, and then ideally you're talking a hold. You're not going to miss the carton. So, I mean, I think I could teach one of my college kids how to do this in a day. Some of the people that are out there that I see in airports every day, maybe not, because they just like a lot
You're
of people.
talking about the people that breathe exclusively through their mouths.
That's what I'm talking about. Someone that literally, if you told them right now, hit your ass with both hands, they couldn't do it. It's the Iraqis trying to do the jumping jacks.
Oh my God.
That's it.
boy.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, that is an easy shot.
So there's the location, guys. So right there to right there, there's obviously the courtyard. It's empty. We saw it full yesterday. This looks and feels a lot like the Thomas Matthew Crooks thing, where you're about the same range, same everything, and boom.
Didn't some people see someone moving on the? Weren't they saying that before?
They did,
too? Just like the.
Yeah, there was a cell phone video. Now, why they decided to take a cell phone video and not tell anybody always pisses me off. Or it's just like, hey man, you want to put the phone down and maybe grab somebody?
Yeah,
in security?
or just go see what the shit's going on.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. But
well, I think it's one of the things too where when you're in the moment at the time, it doesn't seem as significant as it's going to be. Like, oh, well, I'm here, so there's no way that's going to happen. But that's kind of weird. Someone should look at it. But still, we are in the times now where instead of saying anything, you just start to film it. I've seen people in New York where a woman gets run over by a bus on a bike, and people are walking through her remains, stepping in it without realizing because they're staring at their phone.
Well, the same thing happened on that Charlotte train with the young woman who was stabbed the other day. Once I saw the wide shot of that and saw that there was 8 other passengers who just kind of sat there and didn't do anything and then casually got off at the next stop like nothing happened, I was like, what the fuck are we doing as a
And
society?
that's a number of things too. It's like, do I want to get involved? Because we've seen what happened to, was it Daniel Penny?
That was in New York.
Yeah. But I'm saying the same thing.
Yep.
So he defends, chokes a guy out. Guy dies because he's all hopped up on meth, like our buddy George Floyd with his fentanyl. But they want his head. He's a Marine. He's straight. He killed a guy. Send him to the gallows. Now, are you the person on the train like, I'm not getting involved, or are you just a big fat pussy? Which is probably the case because most people don't know how to fight anyway, and they're afraid to get involved.
Yeah, so there was one guy that the media really isn't showing that did come and help her eventually. And it was just the back of his head, so we couldn't really see who it was. But out of the 8, 9 passengers that were on that car at the time, one guy, and then everybody else just kind of looked the other way, got off at the next stop, and then went on about their life.
We've had that in New York too, where they literally set someone on fire and no one did anything. A cop walked in front of her as she's burning alive.
Right, but at least Kathy Hochul, and we call balls and strikes in this one, at least called in the National Guard and was like, all right,
Yeah,
enough is
yeah.
enough.
I got to look into that too. I shouldn't.
We're gonna try to clean up the subways, and it was right after that person got burned alive. So, yeah, sorry, safety first.
I can't love her because she is just.
I can't either.
The party people.
I understand, but still, if somebody makes a right decision, which I think that was the right decision.
Yeah, it was. Good on her.
And it cleans up the subways. I mean, lived there a couple times off and on, and yeah, it's safer, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to feel safe when I'm out. I
Nothing
want my
wrong with
kids
that.
and my wife
Especially
to feel
when
safe.
you're with family, yeah.
Well, there's only one way to do that, and that's to be prepared to do violence yourself, my friend.
That's precisely right.
That's it. And I think it's a good reminder for people. I know it's a rough thing to watch, but I think if you haven't seen it, I think you should watch that goddamn video.
It's how fast it happens too.
Yep. I think you should watch that video and see how fast it happens, and you should watch that video and understand that not because you represent a threat to them, but because of what you believe, there are people out there who will kill you, right?
And
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to constantly have situational awareness. If you're staring at the phone, which she was, you're not paying attention to what's behind you, which she didn't. And I'm not trying to blame her because you should be able to, in this country, sit on a train and be safe. However, not one look back. It's like, it's just over. And that she got her carotid cut. She's dead in 30 seconds.
We don't live in the world we should. We live in the world we do, right? That's just a fucking fact.
Yeah.
And, now we've got to decide what world we're living in, not just with regard to your day-to-day safety, but how this is all going to play out politically. Because Trump is the head of the Republican Party, and he's the leader of this stuff right now, but he's not particularly conservative. The number one conservative on earth was, like, as far as a front-facing figure, was Charlie Kirk up until yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And this is a goddamn message. We sent... there's this large contingent of people who believe a lot of stupid bullshit. They don't know what women are. They think that socialism and postmodernism are fine. They're good. Let's bring them back. They think that public safety doesn't matter, that it's unfair to marginalize communities, to hold them accountable for their individual actions. And we sent the negotiator. We sent a calm, reasonable young man.
No kidding.
Who let them speak and then countered their speech. It was maybe in the beginning a little bit ruder, but developed his style pretty well. And he was very patient with people and allowed them to say what they wanted to say and countered them specifically with things that he believed, right? Not personal attacks and all this stuff. And he was the guy willing to spend his time and money and his own safety having uncomfortable conversations and putting his ideology to the test. If you can come here and beat me, then maybe we'll fucking change it, right? And they killed him for it, right? And now you're not dealing with the negotiators anymore. You're dealing with people who don't negotiate. You know what I mean? Like the folk who have been constantly asking this question, when's it going to be time to do whatever, right, are now feeling like they're out of options. And it's a very dangerous situation.
Extremely dangerous.
I mean,
and weak people don't get assassinated.
Yeah.
So this is a move. And I, believe me, as someone who's been to war, do not want to see a war here.
Right.
But reasonable people, like if in any other situation, if you send your negotiator and they kill your negotiator, then the fucking negotiation is over.
Gloves are off.
Right? So it's like, I mean, you have to be very thoughtful and tempered in the response here because, and I say response intentionally because reacting is what a child does and responding is what a man does. And responding involves having no more mercy for these people, right? Demanding that they be imprisoned. Anybody that had anything to do with Antifa over the last 5 years has to go to fucking prison. I don't give a shit about statutes of limitation. They have to go to prison. The people who funded them need to be in prison for RICO. They need to be in federal fuck me in the ass prison. Anybody that's out on cashless bail needs to be fucking rounded up right now and put in prison. And anybody that didn't get charged with the fucking violent crimes they committed over the last couple of years needs to be charged with them, prosecuted, and sent to prison, period. Right? And anything else from the Republican Party is unacceptable. That's it.
And I was wondering, because, you've got a lot of contacts, obviously, Rob, you did too. Have you heard anything behind the scenes of where this potentially came from? Because the video I'm about to show you here was an eyewitness that said this was coordinated.
No, we're not playing that.
You don't think that's real?
No, this guy's a fucking idiot.
So, but this was a guy who was there.
I don't give a shit if he was there. This guy's a fucking hump. He's a college student. He doesn't know anything.
But what do you guys think? Because I can't figure this out.
Here's one of the things they're basing on. There's some dude like fucking touching his hat and then his nose right before the shot goes off.
One of his security guys, though.
It's one of his. A sniper doesn't fucking wait for somebody standing. The only thing a sniper is looking at, there's two things. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the target and the fucking wind. That's it.
And maybe I don't want to get into tactics, but maybe what's behind him as a shooter.
Yeah, but this dude's not going to care about that.
Well, I'm just saying that's why you know it's not a professional.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and he's probably not even. He's one of the guys too that he's
probably not looking at wind.
He doesn't know wind does anything.
Yeah.
The bullet's moving too fast.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, then, for both of you guys, is this random and a guy wanting to kill Charlie Kirk, or was this sent in?
No clue. I have no idea. Right? I mean, we know that the CIA has radicalized people in the past. I doubt that's the case here. That seems unlikely given the current political climate in America right now. It seems unlikely that would be the case. But foreign governments do the same thing. They copy us all the time. We copy them. It wouldn't be shocking to me if that were the case, no. But we don't. The answer is we don't know. We have no idea. Nobody has any fucking idea. Nobody. If you, to his point from before, if you were a foreign government trying to make this look like something that's going to create tumult in the American discourse, doing this, having it weird and shady and having this fucking weird trans stuff scribbled on brass, 100% gets that done,
it
right?
Does.
So, I mean, who knows?
What they're looking, not what they're looking at, but what concerns me is you've got a big group of people, of men who just wanted to be left alone, and now you're fucking with them. And these are a lot of them combat veterans that have had about enough of this shit too. And I'm not one of them. I'm not calling for violence, but there are people out there that are pretty much done with this shit too. And I mean, with veterans now, with a lot of the I got nothing else to do, nowhere else to turn, I'd hate to see one of them get. And I'm not pushing for that at all. But someone's pushing something, and it's going to snap. It's a boiling point.
Well, we've all got to agree to start doing the right thing, and that means that if you're the guy on the train and some dude starts acting like an asshole, you got to fuck him up.
Yes.
And then part of that contract is he fucks him up and this liberal court system tries to do something and we show up to the court and don't let them. Right?
Yeah.
Because justice doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the people. And you don't get to decide. You don't get to let fucking predators out to prey on us and our women because you feel some fucking sense of empathy for them. No, you got to pay too. That's the way it is, right? So, yeah, I mean, in hindsight, every man in America should have shown up in the New York court and stood there and not let the police take Daniel Penny into that room, not into that courtroom at all, and say, hey, he's free, and if you got a problem with it, there's 6,000 of us out here. Let's fucking go. Because anybody that's enforcing that bullshit is not a patriot, period. Anybody that's trying to put some man in prison because he defended people is not a patriot. They don't give a fuck about this country. They care about their paycheck or they're just bitches. One of those two things.
Now, Rob, the last time you were here was during, one of the last times you were here was during the Trump assassination. And we went over this. And a few days later, body's cremated. We know nothing still about Thomas Matthew Crooks. We know nothing about the guy who was detained down in Florida.
Yeah.
This guy, when he does get caught, and I'm assuming he will, are we going to find out anything about this dude either? I mean, we're living in an age now, and my wife and I were talking about this earlier, where you're really questioning every fucking thing now, and it sucks. It sucks to live like that, where it's just like, God, what is real? What's not real? Who is this? Why is this happening? And that's, I guess, what we're all trying to figure out today, because who would kill a fucking podcaster?
The far left, they're losing control and their fangs are definitely out, and they'll do it. And this isn't elected officials. These are people that are pulling the strings, the people making decisions for Joe Biden's auto pen and stuff like that. They see they're losing power. Even people on the right, you're starting to see that their sliminess come out. You got people with big pharma on the right, everything from the food pyramid that we're supposed to eat 9 different grains a day because they're funding their campaign. All the bullshit, and ever since the government-led lockdowns, I won't even say the pandemic, stuff came to light because parents were listening to the bullshit the kids are being taught. And it comes back to the basics in everything. We've lost the nuclear family. That's a problem. We stopped telling each other the truth. I mean, right now you can't tell the truth because you're going to offend stupid people and probably get canceled. I've been canceled a bunch of times. You can't tell the truth. Supreme Court justice couldn't define a woman. You'll get in trouble for saying, hey, a man cannot give birth. We got to start telling the fucking truth again, too, because it's such madness. And
But the problem is people don't want to believe it. And it's your belief system, and that's what's fucked to me.
But the facts are facts.
I know. I'm with you.
I
And
mean,
it's
trust
just
trust
so
the science
fucking weird.
until
Then you remove those people from civilized society. You don't get to participate, okay? If you're trying to enter our education system and you don't know what a fucking woman is, right? If you're an educator and you don't understand basic science, then you don't get to be an educator. You got to go work at fucking McDonald's. I'm sorry. They don't give a fuck what a woman is down there. I can't tell the difference most of the time. Frankly, as long as you get my fucking fries hot and salty, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you're not coming near my fucking kids.
The communists have been saying this since maybe even before the 50s. They're going to do this, and they're not going to have to fire a shot. Bad timing for that. But I mean, they're just saying that once they infiltrate the education system and the media, and the school, the schools, the Hollywood and the media, they're going to kind of own everything, and that's where we're at right now. We can't even. Again, you can't tell the truth about anything. You're going to get in trouble. You can lies are never going to get in trouble. You can bullshit about anything. The truth.
And here's what I was most shocked about, and I don't know if you guys we were live on air, and then we did the shows. We were back to back with an NFL show yesterday, and then we were actually live right as this was going on. I thought when I got home, I was going to open up social media, Twitter, Facebook, and everything else, and see sadness, regrets, everything else. We did not see that. It was probably 70-30 in my opinion of social media, and
well, social media is not real.
I know that, but there is videos of people. I mean, we posted them on our Instagram yesterday who were celebrating his death.
Yeah, there's a lot. There was a comedian, Troy Bond, who does shows in He was just in Plano like 2 weeks ago. He's a fucking cunt. And he's one of these guys, like there's a couple of different archetypes of comedians that try to interject into social stuff. There's the one that's like says a bunch of random facts in a row and then draws a conclusion like, see, I'm right, I know stuff, and they're wrong. Then when you challenge them, like, well, that's not actually right, they're like, oh, I'm just a comedian, right? He does it from the emotional woman standpoint, which is shrieking and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, I'm just making jokes. I'm a comedian. I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to whine about this on stage anyways. But in reality, he's a cunt, right? And he said, I mean, you can go to his Instagram if you want.
Yeah, Bob, pull it up. Yes, because what's the guy's name again? Bonds?
Troy Bond.
Yeah. We were all in a chat last night talking about this, and I was stunned to see this.
But this is a minority position. I've gotten texts and calls all last night and all morning this morning from people that work in Democratic politics, like saying this is fucked up. A lot of condolences and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think this is not a majority position.
Did you have the video, Bob? You're on stories right now.
It's the last. No, it's a post. It's not a.
Yeah, this is it. I think.
Well, it's one of them, but there's a full.
No, he did a video.
Yeah, he did a video as well.
Yeah,
on Twitter?
No, on Instagram.
Okay, let me see if it's up there.
I don't know if it's that one.
He might have deleted it. No, it's recent. Up. Ryan, help him out there.
Yeah, those are the most recent.
Oh yeah, these are the top ones are pinned. They're not like new.
Scroll down one more. That was the one underneath that. No.
I mean, I've got them all.
Yeah. So send them over to Bob because I'd be stunned if he kept them up. Is he apologizing in the stories there?
No, he does them. Just play them from the story. It's fine.
Okay.
I think it's the story. So
Okay,
it wasn't. It was a post before, but he must have fucking
took it down. Okay, play this real quick.
Probably doesn't want the comments.
There's a lot of unconfirmed reports. Nobody knows if he's alive or dead. I just wanted to spread some misinformation and honor his legacy. Thoughts and prayers.
So there was that one, and then there was a ton of them. A lot of these have been deleted already here.
Yeah, he deleted most of them.
Yeah, and then if you go to our page, Bob, on Instagram, go to Drinkin Bros Podcast real quick. You can X out of that on Instagram. If you go to Drinkin Bros Podcast on Instagram, there was somebody had posted right there with the fat chick with the. There you go. Press play on this.
Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believe the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with Charlie Kirk.
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches. I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, but I'm gonna now because rest in peace, bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a fucking dog in Utah, and I could not be happier. Praise fucking be.
I do not, and I will not, ever feel bad when bad people get what the fuck they deserve.
Charlie Kirk got shot? That's awful. That's so sad. Hope he recovers well.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk? Dang it. Ah, shucks. Thoughts and prayers.
So when I got home and saw this, again, it was about 70-30 online, and it was videos. So yes, normally, Dan, I would say bots. I would say fake people. Those are real people.
There's a couple, yeah. But I found 3 different posts that people I know shared of people reacting to it. I'm like, that's very clearly a foreign bot. And everybody under it commenting are also foreign bots. There's a lot of it. Most of the internet's fake, just to be clear. None of the people I know are talking any differently than we are about this. Here's one of the things that Troy Bond said. Holy shit, I just saw that senseless killing of Charlie Kirk, and I do not care. No, but for real, I might believe in God because they shot him right in the throat, and that was God telling him to shut the fuck up. I wish I believed in heaven so I knew Charlie Kirk would not be going.
Yeah, that was the first post I pulled. That was this one.
Yep. Yeah, he said that. He said a number of things that were bad. So you can find him, obviously, at that, was it Troy Bond 69? Is that what it is? Yeah. Clever. Faggot. He'll be, if you're in Canada, at the Biltmore Cabaret in Vancouver on the 26th and 27th of this month. If you're in Maryland, at Timonium, Magoobies in Timonium, Maryland.
We will promote his shows for free
on the 16th, 17th, 18th of October. On the 24th, he'll be in Levittown, New York, at Governor's Comedy Club, and on the 25th as well of October. And then November 21st, he'll be at American Hotel, Freehold, New Jersey, and then so on and so forth. You can find his website off of his Instagram and do it yourself. What I would recommend is you should call. I'm not usually into canceling people.
No, me either.
But fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck him. Go ahead and call every one of those venues as many times as you can fucking find time for the next month, and make sure this piece of shit never works again.
The other one last one that I wanted to ask you guys about was right after he got shot. There was a guy that appeared to be maybe 3-4 rows back who was celebrating.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he posted on Twitter today.
He did.
And said that he wasn't celebrating, that he was trying to get the attention of somebody.
That struck me as something that happened so fast that you don't really know what's going on. Like, I don't. That just hindsight being 2020, we can armchair quarterback. It struck me as that's so fast. Like, I don't think that dude's just celebrating because he doesn't even know what happened yet. And, I mean, if he's in on it, he's celebrating, give him one in the fucking neck. But that one initially didn't strike me as someone that was.
No, he was posting on Twitter this morning, like, I'm going to make a video explaining what I was doing. I don't know.
I mean, he probably should.
Yeah.
If we're talking
it was really odd.
It looks odd, yeah. He said something about, I saw the tweet, he said something about he was trying to, get somebody's attention so security could get out or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he said. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because, as you're going through all these videos, obviously everybody's trying to figure out what's what, who's who, what happened, and all that other stuff. And, I don't know what is real and what is not, but I thought I would bring it up because it has been shared so many times over and over and over again. And it is odd that he's just cheering.
It is odd. It's odd. I just know how fast it happened.
I don't know.
He's either in on it or he does need to explain it because he's probably pretty famous. I haven't looked online at anything, so I don't know, but I'm assuming he's famous if I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, because people are still sharing it right now, and then Bob, I DM'd it to you.
That's
there
right
it is right there.
It does look like a celebration.
Very, very odd. And this video has been going on for a while.
Pretty big smile, too.
Yes. And it was, just moments after Charlie went down. And, I sat there when I got home last night on the couch. After I put the kids down, I was sitting with my wife, and I'm going through social media for the first time all day, and I could not believe the reaction. There were some people who did great things, like the Yankees, for example.
Yeah,
that shocked me. New York Yankees on the scoreboard before the game started asked for a moment of silence and showed his picture and things like that. Others who did not.
Even
the reaction in Congress.
Well, what do you expect from these goddamn Democrats? Seriously.
That though. I mean, that's
nothing they do that's evil surprises me.
They saw the video. And to have that reaction and say, fuck this guy, no, we're not having a moment of silence.
All they care about is their fucking party. That's it.
But even in your own party, that one's a
Have
rough
you met
one to
these
stand
fucking
behind.
lunatics in the left?
Yeah, but even in your own party, I'm still shocked. Like
I'm not.
Because you hope to win another election one day, right? That's the ultimate goal for for
But if you don't act like that, you're going to get primaried by people that are funded by George Soros.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Bob, I just sent you the guy's thing, his tweet.
It's just, I mean, if
this guy right here.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Who is that?
We're doing a show.
I got you. Hey,
Bob,
wake up.
Yes.
Yeah,
don't go sit down.
Doing crowd work.
No crowd work.
No crowd work today, Bob.
Check your DMs.
Okay.
I sent you one.
All right, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Did he make a video or a statement?
Not fully yet, but you can see. I mean, you can. This is Bob. You want to read that?
Losing Charlie Kirk is heavy, and we are still mourning. Trust that I'll be explaining myself very soon, but every lie about me brings me one step closer to becoming very dead and at the hands of the mob. Should I die for hate or entertainment? Truth will satisfy neither appetite. A lot of typos in here, by the way. I'm a father, and I feel the weight of Charlie's loss to his family. I stand for my fallen brothers. We are unequal in risk at this moment, so if I address my actions, it will be after some time. I didn't wish to have my face everywhere. I'm terrified for my family and sad for Charlie's too. I cannot bear both. Please pray for Charlie's family.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem like...
that's not the statement I would have made, to be honest with you.
No, he seems like he's maybe a little bit of a space cadet, to be honest.
Also...
But he's a big Elon fan, so he's not doing, I don't think... most of his social media is about Elon.
I would have made a very brief, quick statement. I was definitely not celebrating someone's death.
One thing to always keep in mind.
Enough. Yeah.
One thing to always keep in mind, though, is that you're on camera every day. You've been in movies.
Yeah.
Rob, you're famous. Dan, you've been on camera and on a million podcasts on cable news. Most people aren't used to this level of attention.
Yeah.
It freaks you the fuck out. No one ever gets that amount of attention in their lives.
He's definitely freaked out because his tweets are getting worse and worse.
Well, these guys have been in war, so it's different. But Bob, like you as a civilian, and same here, have you ever seen something so shocking in real life that you what was your reaction, I guess, when you saw something so shocking in real life?
The closest thing I could say is getting shot at with a group of friends, and that was just frozen.
What was the? It was on a purpose, accidents.
Oh, it was on purpose.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ, where were you?
Nam.
Vietnam.
Yeah. No. It was actually out back of my fraternity house.
Oh God, that's
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy story.
Nuts.
Yeah, but I was a child and I was at a circus at the Omni, which is where the Atlanta Hawks used to play. There was a girl spinning around by her hair at the top of the arena.
Uh-oh.
And the hair snapped. She fell to the ground. They shut down the circus tent and everything else and all the other shit, right? And as a child, you stand there shocked that you can't believe what had just happened. Even as a fucking 6-year-old or 7-year-old or however old I was, my first reaction isn't cheering.
True.
And if this guy is old enough to make a statement that should be rational and should be calm and just say, hey, I'm not celebrating someone's death.
I think we're in a time where a lot of celebrities aren't real to people. A lot of these are talking points. And I've seen it before. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity. I'm just saying I've seen it before where people have shit to say. Even if I respond to them, they completely change their attitude. Oh, it's a real person. So the difference between saying Charlie Kirk got killed and seeing Charlie Kirk get killed. And I mean, even if you take a minute and realize his kids, today's the first day that they'll never see him again. This is huge. I'm a father too.
Yep.
And to celebrate that, I mean, I'm not trying to give some of these fucking demons the benefit of the doubt, but that is sort of a benefit of the doubt. But today, if anyone's saying about after seeing that, because when it was sent, I was signing my fucking books in my office, and someone sent me a video and said Charlie Kirk has been shot. he's in critical condition. I saw the video. I'm like, he was dead before he hit the fucking ground, man. This guy's not.
Yeah,
critical.
that's why I like a lot of people were hitting me up like, hey, did you see this thing? Did you see this thing? I'm like, absorb and keep your mouth shut.
Yes.
But otherwise, you're going to end up deleting shit later on.
Totally.
'Cause you don't know what the fuck's going on. But that part of it where the AP and so on were reporting that he's in critical but stable, I'm like, no, the fuck he's not.
No, he's not. He's dead.
you saw the fucking impact, man.
I mean, my first question was, is that AI or is that what actually happened? Because that's it. And again, and it reminded me too of like the conversation that I hated having in the military was, hey, did you know Scott Neal? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Did I know?
Yeah.
He's just, are you kidding me? You know.
Yeah,
so that's reality there too, and some people are so sucked into this fake persona online, they don't consider Charlie Kirk being someone's father, and a great American, and someone who, I mean, maybe in the beginning he might have gotten a little raise his voice. He was never rude to anybody. He never said he never said you need to think this way or else.
I never heard him swear.
No, no,
he doesn't swear. Yeah, no. I mean, didn't. It's the last thing that I heard from anybody around his team was that his little girl was running to him because of the sound, like the noise of the gunshot scared her. So
Were they there?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if it's a human being. That's it.
And so is she.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
she's never gonna know him. She's not gonna remember him. She's gonna know. She's gonna hear stories about him
forever,
and that's it.
Forever.
I mean, it's over. And that's so fucked up, too, that people would celebrate. It doesn't make sense to me. It's almost to the point of, I see these jackasses with the fucking cow nose ring. It's like, I'm just going to stop paying taxes because fuck you, because you don't have a job. You're sucking off the teat. We went to war for you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, I'll pay for every ticket to fly some of these fuckers to meet Hamas, to meet the Palestinians.
They would never go.
Oh, fuck no, they wouldn't.
They would never fucking go.
They don't have passports. They couldn't point places. They can't tell you Palestine's not a fucking country. They don't know where Ukraine is.
I couldn't tell you where Ukraine was before this war started. I honestly could not. Somewhere over there.
I could have told you that it's the most corrupt country probably on the planet. I've been there. I went there in 1998. I'll tell you this from firsthand experience. Working for a corrupt government kicks ass. The people hate it. But you're living large, and that's exactly.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, if you're into like hookers and fucking.
Yeah, Venezuela.
Well,
did
who
it.
isn't?
I guess it just stopped right there. If you're into hookers.
Venezuela did it right. So the way to do it is you're basically stripping the country, right? They did look. To be fair, they created like hyperinflation or whatever. It was like 2,700% inflation.
Yeah.
But they were able to get their money out, converted into a different currency when it was still valuable.
Yes, they were.
And they robbed that country fucking blind, and they're all living in different places now.
Yeah. Hyperinflation is real. My first deployment, I went to Ankara, Turkey, and I watched The Rock in a theater.
Dwayne?
No, just The Rock, the movie. Speaking of Nick Cage.
I love that movie.
You know how much it costs to get in? 7 million Turkish lira.
How much is that in America?
That's like $5, $6,
yeah.
$7.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, that's what happens with inflation. People don't realize that that's bad. Inflation's bad. The politicians are rich, just no one else is. But I heard the rent's cheap. So go New York. They're going to get the same shit. What is the thing, too? You can vote your way into communism. You got to shoot your way out.
Yes. And that we're going to find out soon. I have a feeling in November. We might go live that night just to see what happens. Because
I might get the hell out of New York.
I cannot. That's what.
I might be live with you.
Yeah. I mean, that's my feeling, my gut feeling. Everybody I've talked to. The other story I read that was in Vanity Fair the other day, I believe, was Obama called him. And they had a 2.5-hour conversation about, what the next move was and all the other stuff. So, yeah, you don't make that call if you're Obama if you don't think that person's going to win.
He's going to win. He's already pretty much backing him.
I think so.
But, I mean, again, it's all about the party. There's been one president who left office and bought a huge house in Washington, D.C., and it's Barack Obama.
The only one.
And I've always said I'm not going to say a bad thing about him, but, you start to see certain things, and, you go to D.C. and realize nothing's produced there, but, man, there's some wealthy people there. What the fuck? The only thing produced in D.C. is a half smoke from Ben's Chili Bowl, and I will stand behind them.
There you go.
Dude, and they have one in DCA. Reason to go to D.C.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, right?
The pop with the half smoke.
Rob, I'm very disappointed in what you're saying today. Next up, DevGru op gone wrong in early 2019. Trump approved a clandestine Did I get that right, Dan? Look at me today.
Sound about right.
Yeah, it's like 3 hard Fs.
Do you want to do like an ad or anything? Or?
No, we'll do it afterwards. We're so deep in today.
Yeah,
we'll do it afterwards. SEAL Team 6 operation to plant a device in North Korea to intercept Kim Jong Un's communications. Red Squadron, known for killing Bin Laden, rehearsed for months. The mission aimed to gather intelligence during nuclear talks. On a winter night, SEALs emerged from the sea near North Korea's coast. A nuclear submarine deployed 2 mini-subs carrying 8 commandos. Lacking real-time drone support, they relied on delayed satellite images. The shore appeared clear, but a North Korean boat emerged. Mistaking civilians for security forces, the SEALs opened fire, killing 2 or 3 shellfish divers. The point to ensure that Congress isn't kept in the dark when major stuff is going on, said Matthew Waxman, a law professor, noting the Trump administration's failure to notify Congress. The SEALs sank the bodies, abandoned the device, and signaled for extraction. Submarine risked exposure, retrieving them in shallow waters. North Korea detected activity but made no public statements. The mission's failure, hidden by secrecy, risk escalating tensions with a nuclear-armed state. Military reviews justified the civilian deaths under engagement rules, claiming unforeseeable errors. The Trump administration withheld details from Congress, potentially violating federal law. Many involved SEALs were later promoted despite concerns about special operations, uneven track records.
Get fucked.
Yeah, what do you guys have to say about this one?
That's one of the missions where the water's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That sucks. And you'll hear inter-service rivalry about, why did SEALs do the Bin Laden raid, or why did the Marines do this and not the Army? Mm-hmm. No one's fighting over the SEAL delivery vehicle mission because it fucking blows. It just sucks. SEALs are going to do it. The New York Times is involved with this, which leads me to believe that about 80% of it's false. Mm-hmm. And there's an agenda there. As far as the SEALs so they're going to go in to insert a listening device over the beach. That simply just sucks. Rehearsing it for weeks, possibly, that's just for people that are going to make the call. You don't need to rehearse sitting in the back of a freezing cold fucking Dodge Dart.
Yeah.
But they did. They swim up, put the listening device. If you see the fisherman, is it within your rules of engagement? Maybe it is. At this point, you're working under probably Title 50 of the U.S. Code, which means it's not necessarily a military mission. So the rules of engagement, who knows? You need to consider you're in North Korea. So there's no wildlife, there's no birds because people are starving. They might just be out there fishing for shellfish. If they kill them, there's a reason why. The part I have a problem with is when they say, they stabbed them in the chest to get the air out of the lungs to sink the body. I don't see that happening. I don't see any psychopath fucking doing that. I've been in combat. I wouldn't see desecrating. That's desecrating. And if you realize they're fishermen at the time, let them float, keep them in the boat or whatever. I don't see him doing that at all. Plus, I don't. Yes, it probably failed, but it took them a long, long time to come up with this. It's another one of those Seymour Hersh type stories where it's mostly bullshit. Like we cut up Bin Laden and threw him over the Hindu Kush, shit like that, and we never buried him because all nonsense. The New York Times has an agenda. They're full of shit. They're anti-American. They're communists as well. They work out well in New York. The mission just sucks. They might have failed, but. Just getting in the water at 40 degrees in an SDV and getting them back to a submarine, both of them, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, to the Bin Laden thing, I think we should have given them over to somebody to bury and then just drop a JDAM on it once a year.
As like a memorial to him. Like, hey, remember?
Every year on 9/11.
Yeah, but first you got to say
JDAM
free beer at the Bin Laden grave. Boom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom. See you later.
No, the Bin Laden thing they screwed up too. I don't know. We have pictures of them. I don't know why they won't release them. And just to be clear with the Bin Laden thing, we didn't bury them at sea. We gave them to the Army, who allegedly buried them at sea. So you want to talk to the Army, talk to that ship. It wasn't us.
Okay.
We were too busy desecrating his body. According to verified accounts. Plus, then we all died in a helicopter that got shot down because Hillary Clinton hit him with a stinger.
It wouldn't make any.
I've read that one too. I had to text friends from the mission like, we're all dead. Did you know that?
That's what I heard.
That's R.I.P.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't sink a body on the way out anyways if you had your trans nearby. Like if they brought the subs in to low water to pick the guys up, what would be the purpose of sinking the bodies?
There's no reason to. Let them go.
That doesn't make any sense.
What's like Korea's
like
going to
if that was on your ingress and you got caught
then
and you
you-
had
yeah.
to pop some dudes, then you sink them for sure because you don't want to like. It's a red flag
Getting
when
buzzed on the
bodies
way
are
in.
floating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But on the way out, that doesn't make any
Just
sense.
leave
to
them
me.
there.
Yeah. What difference would it make? This is 2 dead fishermen, which is, by the way, they know but they don't know, which is a pretty good thing. We do weird shit like that all the time to North Korea because they're fucking crazy, and all you have to do is get them fighting with each other a little bit. We do that all the time. Drop fake communication saying this general is working with this guy or whatever the fuck.
yeah.
We do psyops like that all the time. Doesn't make any sense to do that. So yeah, I don't really believe most of this, to be honest.
I'd love to talk to some of the guys who were there. It was my squadron, but the first I heard of it was last week.
Yeah.
They didn't let me on many more missions after 2012.
Yeah, I've over the years I've heard so many of these stories regarding you guys and SEAL Team 6 and all the conspiracies and all that other shits since you're here. And it is 9/11.
Fire away, man.
Yeah, I just like to ask, since we were talking about it, SEAL Team 6 here. Some suggest that he died years earlier.
Yeah. Well, they were the dialysis and the kidney failure were counterintelligence, because when you deal with sources, you obviously don't want one source. You don't want a single source. You want multiple. And the sources, you want that because they know that they're going to get paid. They're getting paid for their information, a lot like the media here. So they're going to tell you just enough to keep getting paid, but not enough to bust the source. Because if like Big Pharma, if they give you a cure, all of a sudden they're not getting paid, but the treatment makes a lot of money for the people up there. So you tell them that, yeah, he's on dialysis, so that they come back and they say, yeah, I saw Bin Laden. It was definitely Bin Laden. I saw the dialysis machine. That means I know you're lying because I made that up.
Right.
So that was never, there was no dialysis in Abbottabad, Pakistan. And we even intercepted phone calls saying, with Al Qaeda going, the Americans are so dumb. They think he's on dialysis. They think he's in a cave on the border. It's like, we actually don't think that.
Yeah.
You're stupid for a number of reasons. One is because you think we think that. We know where he is, and we're going to go get him.
Yeah,
So
we're not really going to get outfoxed by people that have an IQ of 65.
Well, no, I mean, it's like in 200 years, we've allegedly been to the moon and back. In 5,000 years, they're just shitting in their own water. I don't think they're going to outfox us.
No. Another one was that Bin Laden still lives. I've heard that as well. Politico.
Oh, he did. He's dead.
Politico, actually. Well, Politico actually posted that one.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
No, he's dead.
There's a bunch of them. And, there's so many out here. And obviously, because you're on the network, there's so many people that write in and, about you. And I remember you told a story. I think we were on Sarah Gonzalez's
Don't hurt my feelings
show
right
at
now.
The
Very
Blaze.
sensitive.
I know you are. And I'm not going to. But remember when we were on, I think it was
Yeah,
Sarah Gonzalez
Sarah
show on The
Gonzalez.
Blaze,
She's awesome.
Who was it? McChristy came up to you and said, "Hey, dude."
McChrystal did. What he said
McChrystal.
was he put his hand on my neck. We just got back, and there was no controversy, by the way, until people started to see fame.
Yep.
There was no the entire team was there. Not McChrystal, sorry, it was McCraven, Bill McCraven, Admiral McCraven. The ground force commander from
It's
the
that
mission.
asshole that's telling you to make your bed. I'm not doing that.
I just gave a speech today. I told people to make
Ray
it.
Cash cares.
But he
says
came.
that all the time.
The ground force commander on the ground went to Admiral Craven. We landed with Bin Laden's body in Jalalabad. He said, "Do you want to meet the guy that killed him?" He said, "Yes." They came over. What Admiral McCraven said to me was, "Your life just changed forever." That's all that happened there. And I didn't know we dumped his body over the mountains. I didn't know we were about to hand him over to get him dumped at sea. But that's kind of how it went down. And then it's just everything just started. They couldn't get the toothpaste back on the tube. Joe Biden said SEAL Team 6. It's all over the internet. What we did do that night that was extremely successful, not crashing the helicopter in the front yard. When we got back to the Army base, we found the Seabees. They always have a pizza oven and beer.
Really?
That's a good move. If you're on a random forward operating base, find the Navy Seabees.
Okay.
You'll be just fine. They build and they fight.
or the Australians.
Oh, they're always
But
good.
the
about stuff.
Seabees are good if it's U.S. forces. But the Australians always have booze and a place to cook. Always.
So the Brits are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one we have karaoke night at Green Bean Coffee, but general order number one is you can't have beer over there.
Well, I think
Which is why we win every
It's
war.
a sad zone, yeah. But I think the Brits are mostly Muslim now. So
Oh, right, yeah.
I wonder what their military is going to look like in 10 years. They're going to invade Iraq, and then
Well, they're
they're
not
going to
gonna be
bring
a-
all the Iraqis back with them.
They're not going to be at PT at 7 a.m. because inshallah.
Yeah.
They'll be throwing sandals too. Because you can't have guns.
You
over
should
there.
see some of them Afghanis run up mountains in sandals, though. Damn.
Fast.
Yes.
No
They don't drink
shit.
water. They don't have food. But I've seen them, like we've had relay races and goat fights on random nothing going on. It's odd about Afghanistan.
Sorry, you said goat fights?
Goat fights. You
like,
fight
is
the-
that between two goats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you're not fighting the goat.
Do you get them all
that'd
hopped
be
up
cool
on
though.
meth?
We could do that. Do
you hop them up on
no,
meth
but
and
the
then have
opium
them
grows
charged?
everywhere.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
find you an
opium
opium
everywhere,
picture
yeah.
everywhere. Yeah.
That's fun.
It is.
So don't say it was all bad. I mean,
Afghanistan used to be like a resort place. You could go there. It's like it almost seems like
really? Is there a body of water
right?
there?
Well, the Konar River, they used to go over there and they could hunt shit with falcons and whatnot. Okay. Like it's almost like in
falconry
in
is huge over there.
1979. It's almost like there was a weird revolution that fucked everything up. What was it again? Islamic.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
Falconry is huge over there, by the way.
Huge.
Did
So
you
are the Falcons,
Did
yeah.
you see the planes?
The Atlanta
Bob?
Falcons?
No, the
Oh,
Falcons.
the Falcons are
terrible.
large. I see what you're saying.
Gosh,
The Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta
They got a
Falcons have always been
huge
terrible.
following in Kandahar.
I'm a Falcons fan. I'm not even a huge follower anymore. Bob, there was a 747. Have you ever seen this picture? Where
Yes, I
they
have.
rented it out and then they put all their Falcons on.
Yeah,
it.
well, that's Saudi oil money right there,
Yeah,
dude.
look at that, dude.
And whoever tells me that Elon Musk or whatever the new guy, the richest guy in the world,
Ellison,
not the richest fucking guy. You tell me there's not
Larry
20,
Ellison.
20 people in Saudi Arabia richer than those
Vladimir
two.
Putin.
Vladimir Putin's probably the richest guy in the world.
Guys, yeah.
Trillions.
There's probably, 8 people in Russia who are
Yeah,
richer.
yeah.
But it's
the
all
oligarchs.
I believe they call those oligarchs. They've gotten very rich off communism because it helps everyone.
And Bernie Sanders.
Hey, most people working for the people have 4 houses.
God damn.
And you know what's funny is you can't beat this into people's heads.
No.
And if you do, I mean, even if you try to, don't beat it into their heads. But if you try to tell them, that's when you get in trouble and canceled.
Yes, dude. That's the way it goes.
What
But
do you-
yeah,
what-
I've heard all these stories over the years. What's the most frustrating one for
Wait,
you?
wait. I can't take my. Put this picture up on the fucking screen.
Oh, have
Yeah,
you not
there's
seen
Falcons.
this?
What happens
The
if there's
Falcons, dude.
turbulence, and you're the fucking the sky cunt or whatever they're called?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the technical term is
stews.
sky.
Yeah. So
Stews.
you just have falcons flying around, ripping everybody to fucking shreds,
Yeah.
and shitting on everything. No, it's a goddamn nightmare.
You
There's
know
no
that-
amount of money
well,
you
there
can pay me
is
to do
people
that.
there.
Dude,
that are
Samuel
saying
L.
to
Jackson
the
can make a
Falcons.
hell of a sequel. I'm tired of these motherfucking Falcons.
Falcons on this motherfucking plane.
I just don't understand how you survive even just minor turbulence without getting
neither.
lit the fuck up by a bunch of falcons who, by the way, it's not like you can open the door and let them out. You're
No.
stuck in there.
You were stuck with the
and
Falcons.
there's only maybe 2, based on the size of the average Saudi Arabian man, 1.5 of them can fit in that bathroom.
Yeah, and Bob, if you could pop that picture up and zoom in real quick, just on the get rid of the black. So it looks like there's 28 Falcons and then 3 guys. It looks like it's 28-3 there.
No,
for
there's more guys than
the
that.
Falcons.
Stop trying to inject
Look
your
at the
stupid.
Falcons.
Is that a
That's
dude?
a joke in myself.
That's a dude,
by the
yes.
way.
Is that a dude in front of that
It
one
is,
falcon?
yeah.
So he's dead immediately.
28-3.
Basically, what are these little pumpkins?
I
they
was
have
say
on
those
their
little
heads?
pumpkins or falcon heads
No, that's you keep their eyes covered so they don't freak out. Basically,
It keeps them
with
calmer.
pumpkin.
Is that real with
It's
a
a
baby
blind.
pumpkin?
Not a
Yeah,
pumpkin.
Well,
It's like a
leather-
blindfold.
It's probably a
leather
gourd.
pumpkin blind.
Wow.
So now we got a plane, obviously diving down with all the passengers screaming.
Yeah.
You got blind falcons now,
Just
30
scratching everybody's eyes out.
What
What you got to do is you got to put socks on
That's
their
like-
talons like you do with your child when they get the chicken pox.
Fucking flying.
Or, I guess a baby too, Bob. They're doing that with babies now too, aren't they? To keep them from scratching and creating hot spots.
Yes, you do. You got the little gloves too.
Yeah, little mittens on them.
Little
Yeah.
I had those
Yeah.
in the hospital
Falcon
too. Yeah, you don't want to
mittens,
scratch your eyes
man.
out. Yeah.
Imagine though getting beat to shit by falcon mittens instead of like the claws just put out. Like this is flying
great.
chaos.
Be fucking great.
I don't think this is a good idea. Is what I'm
No,
saying.
I do.
And then you
I
got
actually love it.
you got Johnny Jihad up there who might be flying the plane. You don't know.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be one thing to have a plane crash into your fucking building, and be another thing to have falcons fly out
But
of it.
what an ending
and
to
fuck
the
you
story,
up.
dude.
Like everybody, you watch 9/11 happens again. We're in the 24th anniversary today.
We
right?
are, yes.
9/11 happens, and you're standing there like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, it's just a sea of falcons fucking people up.
Falcons, dude.
Who
Fly out
did
of that
this?
plane. Yeah.
Who
It's like,
did this
what
to
the
us?
Fuck?
I don't even know where to point the blame for that.
No.
God. And that's too, like you die in a plane crash like that. It's like, oh, he died because of the crash. No, he died 3.5 seconds before from fucking 9
he
falcons.
did. His
Beat the
carotid
shit
was
out of
laying
him
on
with
the
mini
floor.
Mike Tyson gloves.
It's just
Crazy.
eyes
Also, nobody
pecked out of
He
his
had,
skull.
he had a mini pumpkin stuffed up his ass.
You don't even make the news though, because the story is 30 fucking falcons died on a plane.
It is.
They don't even mention your ass.
Well, yeah,
Doesn't matter what you've
it's a
done in your
rare
life.
bird.
PETA's getting involved in that one, you know? What are those falcons doing on the plane, for Christ's sake? Should have been humans.
I don't understand this.
I don't either, but
I mean,
if you're
like-
rich, you can do shit like this.
All I know is falcons love roast beef sandwiches.
But if you
Do they?
if you're that rich, get a separate fucking plane. Put the plebs on the plane. With
Well, how
these
do you know
guys.
those aren't
Those
the,
aren't the
those
pl-
No,
those are.
because the plebs don't wear headgear like that.
But they could be the falcon handlers.
I think they're the falcon wrists. Is that what they're called?
Falcon-
Falcon
falconers.
Falconeer.
Falconer.
Falconer.
Yeah, falconers.
How do you know that?
Because fucking RK
birds
Jr.
are
is
cool.
a falconer. What are you talking about?
But it's like, dude, who knows? Like, who's a falconer in their spare time?
It's called falconry.
How cool.
Yeah, I understand.
See, there's a word you can use without getting in trouble on TV. Hey, the Yankees won. Falconer.
Yeah, falc you, dude. Falc you. Next up, Nepal's on fire. What began as a Gen Z-led social media movement against the lavish lifestyle of Nepo kids led to the ousting of a prime minister and the deadliest social unrest Nepal has seen in years. Now comes the complicated question of what happens next. Plumes of dark smoke towered above smoldering and enforcing a curfew of quiet streets in wherever the fuck that is in Nepal. Wednesday morning as rumors swirled about a possible meeting between...
Wait, you're not going to say that word?
I'm sure not,
It's
dude.
Kathmandu.
Yeah, I'm not saying it, dude.
What are you talking about?
There's
That's an
H
easy
in there.
one.
There's an H in there. That is
No,
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu.
Fuck
It's a famous
I'm
city.
not doing it. I've never been there.
It's a good song, too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. But can we confirm that they stripped this guy's clothes off and then he ran into a river? Is that true? Do we know? Is that even
I
real?
don't know about all that. I know they burned down the Parliament building, though.
They did do that.
They did do
Which,
that.
to be fair, is a reasonable thing to do when somebody tries to take away literally all of your communication capabilities.
But this doesn't look like a real city.
Kathmandu?
Well, I mean, it's old. When was Kathmandu
Is that a real
built?
picture, guys? Bob, that's a real picture.
With a
It looks
one-piece flag.
Beautiful.
That's incredible.
I mean, it's a beautiful picture. It looks like AI, but I guess we're doing that for everything these days. So they took away all their social media accounts, and then the kids burned down the fucking city, overthrew the parliaments, and then took off all the clothes of the president and chased him into a fucking river. Pop up that building on fire there, Bob, in that video. I mean, this looks intense, dude. If you take somebody's TikTok away, this is exactly what the fuck's going to happen.
This is the most intense game of capture the flag I've ever seen.
Wow. Is there volume on this, Bob?
Does he know how a flagpole works? This guy's really
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, I feel like the cheers would have been better if he had fucking done it normally.
I have a conspiracy theory now. I just came up with it.
Go ahead.
They don't want the younger generation having social media because they're going to run out of Sherpas. Because you need... No, I'm serious. Because you got all these people climbing the mountains there, and Westerners are lazy as shit.
Yeah.
They can't carry their stuff. The Sherpas will.
They have to.
Now, inherently, we're going to get the humpback, like the kids we have here,
Yeah.
can't carry all the shit. So how do we keep... Because this is all... this is a big revenue stream for Nepal. Come in and climb Everest. What happens if we lose the Sherpas? No one's climbing. We lose a lot of money. Take TikTok away from these little turds, and then all of a sudden they do like every other kid. They start burning shit down.
Yeah, who's shaving those sheep too?
I'd love to.
Right?
I'd love to.
Because
get
it
in
takes
there,
two
man.
guys. You got to hold the legs.
Yep, you sure do.
From behind.
Yep.
Not if you tape your legs to his legs. I'm from Montana.
That's
Is
true.
that how it is in
Well,
Montana?
I
that's
hope
not.
not. That's one of the jokes they say.
That's not.
Like you got the Velcro gloves and shit.
That's not for shaving. That's for something.
It's for
else.
something else.
Well, look, a hole's a hole.
This is
at a
my
certain
prison
point.
sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna send Bob a picture of a sheep and say we have a picture of the prime minister's wife as well, but it's too easy.
It's too easy. It's too on the nose.
I was
Too on the nose.
I'm not- when we're not a
speaking of that
lowbrow
too-
show.
No, not at all. You can tell. I was
Family
in
show.
Eastern Afghanistan, and I had my first deployment over there, and I couldn't pronounce my interpreter's name, so I just called him Larry. And something happened. Like you're traveling somewhere like this 1400s, and I hadn't seen a woman for months, and that's just weird. They don't see women their entire lives. And this a female came, an Air Force chick came to our safe house, and I said to Larry, I'm like, Larry, check her out, man. That girl's tight. And he goes, yes, Mr. Rupp, she is tight like goat. And I said, no, Larry, that's not what we say. She's not tight like. And I said, since we're on the subject, do you fuck all your animals? And he goes, not the males. That would be disgusting. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Shut.
Yeah,
This is an actual conversation. That's
I might,
normal day shit.
I might fuck goats, but I'm not a faggot.
No,
Yeah.
It's a weird line to draw, I think.
There's
but
a pussy on
I
that
get it,
goat.
yeah.
I can promise you.
I had a friend of mine walk
be a
in on
trans
two of
goat.
our interpreters fucking each other, and he came in.
Holy
But he
shit.
came in
Males?
to me. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have women there. So he came. My buddy came into me, like, white as a ghost, and he said, "I just walked in on Larry and so and so, and they were fucking each other." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry, bro. They do that." He goes, "Yeah, but this was weird. They were beard to beard." And he goes, "They were looking at each other like, why can't you
Mish.
why can't you just
They were
fuck your
mish.
friend from behind like the rest of us?"
No, you got to go mission that, dude. Oh,
Dude.
so when I saw Rocket Man, the Elton John story, that was the first time on screen that I'd seen two dudes fucking mish like that. And it freaks me out. I never considered that position.
Oh, yeah.
I was with you. I thought, all right, they just fuck from behind and that's it.
Nope.
No, dude, that's true love. So those guys were in love. Your
Plus, with
interpreters.
2 dudes, you can talk football. Like, this is all right.
Yeah. So your interpreters were actually in love.
Dude, gay dude's got it figured out.
Yeah.
They get to hang out
do
with
you
men all
put?
day.
Let me ask you this: do you put like a charcuterie on his tummy or something?
Oh, for a little tummy sticks,
Oh,
a little
nothing-
mustard.
oh,
Well, I get
dude.
tired.
Put a little mustard in that belly
Sweat
button.
salami. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
I get tired halfway through, so I need a snack.
You got to eat.
Yeah.
And one would imagine, dude, if you're 2 bros banging, like, yeah, you're considerate.
You can both eat off of his one
At
tummy.
this point, I don't care if you get crumbs on my nipples. Let's
No,
do this.
here's some boar's head salami. Why don't you take a little bite, dude?
Well, I like Tillamook. for
Falconer,
cheese,
let's do
just
this.
to be clear.
Okay, neither one are a sponsor, but I wish they were.
No, I love Tillamook. My buddy's one of their. So it's a co-op, right?
Yeah.
It's 6 dairy farmers. I love Tillamook. I got a bunch of their cheese.
I'm a cheese guy.
I've got Tillamook cheese from like 2018. Reserve cheeses that he sends me.
Really?
That none of you fucking pieces of shit will ever get access to.
Where do you keep those stored?
Right behind my gun.
Is it
Yeah.
is it cooled down
That's
though?
where it is.
Do you have to cool down the cheese?
What do you mean?
Or is it
Cool down
room
the cheese?
temperature?
No, it's not room temperature. What the fuck are you talking about?
Where does the cheese
It's
go?
a soft cheese. Hard cheese with a rind, manchego, shit like that, parm
Okay.
reg. You can go room temp, but no, these are refrigerated cheeses.
Man, I've never gone beyond a $11 cheese at a grocery store. It just feels too rich. Where you're just like, man,
I like cheese product. A good singles.
That's not a thing.
No, it is.
That's hydrogenated oil that's been whipped and had fucking orange food coloring added to it, Rob.
It's
That's not real.
delicious
it's
hydrogenated
amazing.
oil.
I agree.
No,
I
it's
agree.
not real food.
Yep.
No,
Sounds like a
know-
true
yeah,
patriot
but
right
you
now.
know, it's for the price.
Sounds like the old grilled cheese sandwiches.
It
right
does, little
there.
Sammy. Dip it in some fake tomato soup.
Fuck, dude.
No.
And the trick is mayonnaise. You could put mayonnaise on the
I
buns,
did that the other day.
And then you
just
fucking
out of necessity.
Yes. And then you put it right on that fucking skillet, brother.
Do this instead. Get yourself a waffle maker,
Mm-hmm.
right? And use Texas toast. Put it in a pan first and get butter on both sides, like
Okay.
drenched into it. And then put one piece of Texas toast down, then a bunch of Gruyere.
Yep.
And then put another piece
Yeah.
of Texas toast down and clamp it down on that motherfucker. And then when it's done, cut them up into croutons and drop that into your tomato soup.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just went next level on me. That's
Yeah.
way.
It's easy
way
though. It only
better.
takes like 15 minutes to make the soup. So it's just like chicken stock and fresh tomatoes and shit like that. A little bit of saffron. I'm telling you, it's super easy.
You're who AOC was talking about, dude. Tax the rich, dude. That's crazy.
No, that all costs like
I'm talking about some
$5.
old
What are you
school
talking
shit.
about?
No, that you have to go out of your way for that.
No, everything I said just costs like $5. You
but
fucking
it's
dummy.
time consuming.
I gotta go find.
My time has
I
no
gotta
value.
find Mr. Roper though and borrow his waffle maker. I don't have one.
R.I.P. He's dead. He's
One
dead.
love. One
Mr.
love.
Roper.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Midway Blitz here on Monday. The Department of Homeland Security announced it's launching an immigration crackdown in Chicago.
It's also called Operation Get Off My Land.
I thought it was going to be called something else. Instead it's Operation Midway Blitz.
Well, Midway Blitz is obviously to the USS Midway, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, it is. But
guess that makes sense.
I thought they would have said something Black Hammer, again. That would have been fun. We sold those T-shirts on DrinkinBros.com.
Watch out for the White House's social media. I'm convinced Barron or one of his friends runs that. Have you read the titles?
They talk a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, it's
They're
awesome.
fucking funny, man.
It's really funny.
And so Black Hammer, although I'm not going to comment on it, I could see something like that coming out of their social media.
So can I, because it felt like it was a troll for all of us to make T-shirts out of. For real.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
It's pretty sensitive still.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you.
No, I don't want to talk.
I don't want to know the answer.
No, it's
I
all
don't want
bullshit.
anybody coming to my goddamn
It's
door.
all
All right.
bullshit.
According to a post on X, the Immigration and Custom Enforcement, aka ICE operation, will target the criminal illegal aliens who flocked to Chicago and Illinois.
Wait, there's illegal immigrants in the U.S.?
That can't be right.
Stop it. Okay.
Bob, can you fact
No
check
human
that?
is illegal.
Run
Fact
that
check
through Chat GPT.
Or just Chad. There's a guy named Chad back there. Who looks
Just
like,
ask
like
Chad.
He might have the answers.
He might.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson says the city has not received any formal notice of increased immigration enforcement under the Trump administration. In a statement, he said, we're concerned about potential militarized immigration enforcements without due process because of ICE's track record on detaining and deporting American citizens and violating the human rights of hundreds of detainees.
Yeah, you got no rights.
No, and what is the track record? Did we maybe get one or two wrong out of a fucking
Oh,
thousands?
well, what's his nuts?
The Maryland father?
No, home. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, did you see the country they're sending him to?
Yeah, Uganda, right?
No, way better.
Which one?
I haven't even heard of it. And I've been
Really?
to Africa a bunch. Look that up.
Okay.
Yes.
Bob, look up where the Maryland father is.
Oh, God. This.
I got to
yeah.
know where this kind,
It's
gentle
almost like
man
there's
is
no way
going.
this is real. Like, Uganda wasn't enough. Okay, we'll send him here.
No shit.
Yeah, it's pretty. Like, Costa Rica's looking pretty good right now. Why wouldn't you pick that anyway?
I don't know.
Well, El Salvador,
I haven't
you mean.
broken a crime in months, and I'd love a free trip to Costa Rica.
It's El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Whatever. Yes.
Eswatini.
That's it.
Where the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that like an apple teeny? What's in it?
I think that's a landlocked country in Africa.
Ooh.
Man, that ass was teeny. That's what it
Ass
sounds
was
like.
teeny.
Yeah.
I mean, Africa's bad enough, but Africa without water is just like, oh, that's just Africa, actually.
No, I want to say this is near Lake Victoria, though, the biggest
No,
freshwater.
it's in South Africa. It's surrounded by
Is it
South
really?
Africa.
I bet you they named it after white chicks over there. Man, that ass was teeny. Send him over there, dude. Send him over there.
I think they should just halo drop them into Madagascar, but
that'd
cover
be
them in
great.
honey first,
Yeah.
because there's like all wild
How about
animals
North
there.
Sentinel Island?
Oh, you can do that.
They don't even let people there.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have to cover them in honey. No, it's one of the uncontacted
That they'll
tribes.
eat you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, is that the
Sentinel.
cannibals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of those
Well,
guys.
they're. I don't know if
They
they're.
do great work.
I don't know if they're cannibals or if they're just hungry. Right?
Could be.
Like I don't think the people from that Alive movie were
Yeah.
cannibals. They were just hungry.
were
You
just
know
starving.
what you get if you're late for dinner in North Sentinel Island?
What's that?
8.
The cold shoulder. Ayo.
Oh, nailed it.
Tough crowd.
God damn it, dude.
You're welcome.
That's a great one.
You're welcome.
I'm going to steal it.
Do it.
I'm going to steal it. Oh,
That's a
maybe
communal.
private.
It's communal.
I can't share it on
It's just like a
podcast.
grocery store in New
I'll do
York.
it private tonight. Yeah. I'll do it private tonight. Yeah, but with all this going on, why the fuck do these people care? Like, let's get them out of the city, get them out of all these cities. It'll lower taxes, help with housing, rents, all that other shit. What is the fucking pushback in all these liberal cities?
Zoning.
Zoning for
votes?
congressional districts.
Yeah. This is all. It's not a local government problem. It's a federal issue that they want more. They want more asses in the seats in the House, and they know if they can zone it. They know that when they go around counting heads, it doesn't matter if you're legal, and that's how many people are here, and they can zone it for blue. And you see it all over the place. You got places up in the Northeast where it's like 33% representation, 30% Republicans, like in Massachusetts, for example, zero.
Mass is 40.
It's 40, but there's no representation in the
there's
House
4 seats.
because the way
No,
they
no,
zone
they have
everything.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, zero.
Yeah.
And that's
shit.
So that's why.
Massachusetts hasn't had a
I mean,
Republican congressman since it's been over 30 years now.
And you
Since
got to
they've had
figure
one.
if their only argument is, well, who's going to pick your crops? That's what you got. So you just want modern day slavery. That's all you got. Nothing else. They don't give a shit about the families, the
Which
people.
I'm down with, but let's. You got to go home.
They don't
At some point.
They don't care
point,
about the
yeah.
people. They don't care about the crime.
No.
They
No,
want
it
the
hasn't. It's always been. We've been talking about this for 2 years. That's all it's ever been about. Is plussing up those fucking congressional districts.
I guess I'm just shocked. All the videos that are coming out of D.C., have you seen these from, and it's mostly black people who are,
the locals want it.
They love it. And they're
Yeah.
looking at the streets and they're like, we've never seen it like this in years.
Especially the older
Thank you,
black people
Trump.
who
Thank
own.
you, Trumps. It's a lot of that.
The older black people who own homes there are going to either be able to stay or sell it for a lot more money. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, property value. Shit.
Yeah.
But if you
It
look
sucks
at
there right now.
these marches and shit like that are going on, it's predominantly whites, and it's like, cool, man, the city's 44% black. So where the fuck are all these protests and everybody else coming
getting
from?
paid. They're
Like,
busted
I know. And we had them on the show the other day. Some people were talking shit.
He wouldn't do this.
No. And it's like there is a shit ton of these groups who do it, and I just don't understand it. You're making it safer. And even going back to New York, what I said at the top of the show with Kathy Hochul, she signed it for a reason and has the National Guard staying in the subway. Like, clearly it's working.
I hope it works. I mean, it will work. It doesn't take a rocket.
No.
Yeah. It works. But, I mean, a lot of these people, too, they don't live in Chicago. These aren't locals. These are, it's the same thing. It's the NGOs that have to continue to justify their existence. It starts off, for example, gay marriage. We need marriage to be legal for gays. And then all of a sudden it is. They don't say, okay, that's done. It's like, we got to move on to something else. That's how you get into the transgender stuff. They're just trying to bring the money in because you're not going to fire other people. I'm not giving up the millions I'm making a year running this NGO. Look at USAID. I mean, do we really need $20 million worth of Sesame Street in Iraq?
Yeah.
Actually, probably do. Yeah. That might help until, Bert starts cutting off Ernie's head.
Sure.
Well,
which happens in that part of the world.
Season 3.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
But I mean, if you fuck your buddy, if you're not in love, it's not gay. Just so you know.
Is that the rules over there?
Oh, I'm dead serious.
I wondered about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fall in love with them, or else we'll kill you.
Well, how can you prove it? You know.
Yeah. Well, at least I'll be able to sleep at night. I was not in love with you, Jeremy. Okay. I was desperate that night.
I
think
think
going through some shits.
The way
Jeremy.
we need to triage the way we're dealing with these cities, right? I think the first thing you do is you release a bunch of wild pigs into the city.
There you go.
Okay.
Gets rid of the Muslims. We don't need any of them, and then it also gets rid of slow fat people.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get eaten.
You're gonna get got. Not a good way to go. I've heard either.
So speed the fuck up, or get out and convert to fucking Catholic. I don't know, whatever else you want to do. I don't give a shit what you convert to. Convert to nothing for all I care.
How bad is a pig attack? I guess.
Wild boar that's been around.
I haven't seen it.
Like a 3-year-old wild boar will fuck you up.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's say get rid of bodies. You got to pull the teeth out with pliers, burn the hair.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was in Deadwood. Yeah.
That's right.
They fucking chuck them over there.
Snatch did a good job with that.
Yeah, brick top.
And in what was it one Hannibal?
Yeah.
Was it Hannibal?
So that's what I do. I release wild pigs into all major cities immediately, right?
Yep.
Maybe even dress them up in a theme. I don't know yet.
Need some cats too to get rid of the rats.
Sure. Yeah. You don't want to. That would be kind of reverse Mao, because Mao fucked up by getting rid of all the sparrows and then all the bugs they killed all the plants, right?
Yeah.
That's where the famine came from. But yeah, first just let a bunch of wild pigs into all these cities and then see where we are. We'll reassess after that, right? Because the other group that's there causing problems, they kind of like to eat pigs. To be honest. So maybe that'll calm them the fuck down a little bit.
It might. And since you were on Ross Patch Revolution earlier talking about Nick Cage, do you know the cat that he bought?
What's that?
Oh my God, Bob! Pull up the cat. I've never seen this.
Oh,
in
is
my
it a feral
entire
cat?
Fucking life.
Is it a Maine Coon or something?
Maine Coon.
Yes, it is a Maine
What
Coon.
is it?
There it
What are
is
you
right here.
talking? You've never seen it.
I've
Derek's got 2 of those
never
at his
seen
house.
They're great.
No, Derek.
They were only 4 months old at the time.
Oh.
But those things, that's how big his cats are now.
Shut
Now
the
is
fuck up.
that a human-sized woman or is that like a Lauren Boebert type person?
No.
It's really small.
Is Bobert small?
Yeah.
She's a tiny little one.
She's not a tiny person.
Really?
Cute as a bug's ear.
She's got
LP.
nice bolt-ons. So this fucking cat, though.
My way was you could say that like in kindergarten. Cute as a bug's ear.
Yes, you could.
I don't think they go
And
with.
then I pushed it
I don't
too
think
far.
technically they call them bolt-ons.
I pulled her tits.
Oh right. Oh sure.
Come on, Rob.
I knew exactly what you meant.
Those aren't real, and neither is this cat. Is that a real goddamn cat in this woman's arms right here? This looks like a fucking.
I mean, that would be a pretty.
Is that
big
how
one.
big they get?
That would be a pretty big one, but they get pretty large. Yeah.
Now are they
how
wild
fucking
or
big
just
are these
bred? Are they?
things?
Look at this. We're making our dogs smaller and our cats bigger.
They only get up to 18 pounds.
Is that it?
But I think the fur is doing a lot of work.
I don't fuck with cats under 20.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, that's a diabetic cat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He did eat all the Snickers.
Yeah.
But your buddy Nick Cage. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
he
yeah.
was spending.
He bought one of those
blowing
too,
cash
and the
on them.
dinosaur head or whatever.
Yeah, and also we say Snickers here.
We sure do. That ER will get you sometimes, dude. Yeah.
It's like fucking
Snickers.
I had
what's my motherfucking
dude? Theo Vaughn was in a. I watched him live, but in one of his shows before he was like really famous, and he had one of the best jokes. He said, "Yeah, I was hanging out with one of my ginger friends. Sorry, ginger."
Yeah.
Oh, that's
there
like,
you go. And as a ginger dude,
Yep, ginger.
I got you right in the heart. Right in the heart there. Next up is the cost of suicidal empathy. Mecklenburg County received $3.3 million from Chicago-based political foundation after leaders agreed to reduce the use of incarceration for repeat criminals like DeCarlos Brown Jr. The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation has made such grants to 57 cities, counties, and states that agree to free career criminals from their jails. Brown, 34, was homeless. This was the guy who killed the woman on the train, correct?
Yes.
He was the homeless schizophrenic who had been arrested 14 times in North Carolina but kept out of jail before he fatally hacked up a young Ukrainian refugee to death on a Charlotte train last week. I have heard this woman is the judge has since been fired. Can you confirm?
I don't know about that, but she certainly should be. Local government, blah blah blah. It's been exposed at the court clerk as well. So we already said the judge that let her loose didn't have a degree, or maybe she had a degree, but she didn't have a law degree or passed the bar.
that is true.
But that's a thing apparently in North Carolina. You don't have to. You just have to have a degree. You don't have to fucking pass the bar. You don't have to pass the standard to be a lawyer there, to be a judge there.
Is that true?
Yes.
That is
you don't need to be a
shocking.
member of Congress to be Speaker of the House.
That's true too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could I
but
do
that,
it?
Yeah.
anybody,
right now, we can start the campaign. I'll go.
Any U.S. citizen.
That'd be dope, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on board. Let's make sure it's after this.
Yeah. So in addition to this dipshit, the county clerk for the courthouse that released this piece of shit is also a DEI consultant and quote racial equity organizer. And then the superior judge won the DEI Champion of the Year award. All these people.
Champion of the
Wow.
year?
Yeah, so
That sounds
like,
made up.
All these people who are letting the DAs and etc. that are letting these motherfuckers out on the street to fuck people up, they need to go to prison for it.
Yes.
They got to pay for their crimes, and then all these
Yes.
all these retards that they're letting out, like literal retards. This guy's a fucking retard,
Mm-hmm.
right? Can't get your life together. You've had 40 years, can't get your life together.
Yeah.
And you're like talking to yourself on a train. Sorry, bud, you got to go.
You got to go, my friend.
You can go to a cage or you can go to the fucking dirt, my friend. Those are your options.
That's it.
Or
But yeah,
I guess the ocean too is good. Plan C, as you guys call
This story was gaining a lot of traction, obviously, before what happened to Charlie Kirk happens here. And
Well, it took a while to gain traction. It was a week
did.
before anybody said anything.
A long time. So I wonder what's going to happen now with all these people who are involved, like this judge. I heard that she got fired, but
I heard that. I don't know.
I can't confirm that. Bob, do you know her name, by the way?
Dave Judge.
No, it would be Danya, right?
I don't know what's the female version of David. Anybody?
Davita.
I don't think.
Let's go with
that's a thing.
Davita, dude. It sounds like Velveeta.
Love David.
Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes is her name down there. So you actually get that title. You actually get a judge title, and you don't have to have a law degree.
And I saw a picture. I was watching the news last night, and I did see a picture of her, and it looks like almost a ridiculous bathroom selfie, if you could find it.
Yeah, I can send it to Bob, actually.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah, if you want to put a picture of her on screen.
I think we should go get glamour shots done.
I would love
like
to. Like
those old school
motorcycle.
80s style ones.
Leather jackets?
Well, I'm not wearing a shirt at all. I'll wear a sleeveless leather jacket.
Okay.
Maybe. Or a duster.
I'll go assless chaps.
Since you met Rob
Assless
McElhenney.
chaps. I'll wear a fishnet half shirt.
Perfect. So this is her right here. This is Teresa Stokes,
I don't know about that.
the judge.
Fishnet half shirt is kind of like the Black Village person.
Oh, from YMCA.
But technically, I suppose that's a police outfit because he was a cop, right?
It sure is. This is the judge here who looks exactly like a judge if they never graduated high school.
It looks like somebody was starting to make a judge and it melted.
Wow, dude. I mean,
I stopped coming up with jokes because you just won.
yeah, there was no reason after that.
It melted, Jesus.
This is the woman who said, "You know what? You're good." After 14 arrests.
14. Well,
Hop on out there.
made him write in handwriting that he wouldn't do it again, and he would show up in court.
Is that true?
Yes, it is.
And then after that,
That's
she
like
was I'm
this,
good.
the same type as sending social workers instead of cops. Defund the police, social workers promise you'll never, ever do it again.
Okay. So I'm going to read you something here.
Yeah, you better quit it.
Stop.
You better quit it right now, sir.
Stop it. You better stop it right now, sir. I'm going to get you arrested.
It's weird how they always talk like that.
Isn't it? So I'm going to read you something here from a North Carolina TV station here. Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes isn't a lawyer, never passed the bar, has no formal legal training. Her background is in addiction recovery. So no law whatsoever, yet she's entrusted with judicial power. That's the proof of how dangerously low the standards are for magistrates in North Carolina. I did not know any of this. Fucking A, dude.
No one knows this stuff, though.
No.
I mean, why would you want to know anything like that when you can find out what the Real Housewives are doing?
I guess so, but at a certain point, man, like
People, hey, everyone gets a vote. It all counts the same.
wow.
I'm just glad there wasn't a district judge who told George Washington he couldn't cross the Delaware to fight the Hessians.
Yeah.
Because they would have.
No, they would have stopped that for sure here. But look, this woman needs to be fired immediately. And I don't know how she still has a job because everything I'm scrolling through right now, no, she has not been fired, apparently. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with this shit of like, hey, we can let a career criminal back out on a train and have them stab somebody to death.
It's on purpose. This is all on purpose. It's all part of the big plan.
From what I'm finding, most magistrate judges in North Carolina are not even attorneys.
Yeah, that's
what I
is.
said. That's
Yeah,
what
but
it's
not
used
just
for.
her. Like it's like
No, it's widespread. Yeah, I didn't know that was
no
a thing.
law
there.
degree.
What in the
You don't have to pass the
absolute
bar.
Fuck.
Like this North Carolina station that I just read off, you do not even have to pass the bar. Kim Kardashian has passed the baby bar, Bob. Yeah, and you know what that is, right? You know when you take the first test there, and it's they call it the baby bar, and then she's going after her law degree right now. But no, you don't even have to do any of that here. Fucking A, dude.
I don't understand. Maybe I don't know enough about law to even have an opinion on this, but it seems extremely odd to me that you can do that job without a legal background.
You would think.
Like
It's
what?
nuts,
Like what are you using to make judgments?
They're
It
not.
is- I don't know.
So a lot of it's not making judgments. They do some small claims courts. I don't know why they would be allowed to do that, but a lot of it's literally just like they're like a court officer who does things when that the judge doesn't have to, like little bullshit things. That
Like
the judge,
let murderers out of prison.
Yeah. I don't know why they would be on that at all, but a lot of it's just like officially accepting guilty pleas, right? So if someone's just like, I'm guilty, sign a paper, whatever. They can issue warrants, which is
you guys
crazy.
should all fucking go become magistrate judges then and just start doing weird shit.
I mean, I would love to wear a robe.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Why?
If you're gonna do it, don't wear anything under it.
I'm not
Well,
going
no.
It
to.
gets hot. It gets hot under there.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
in
I
Texas,
a robe, nothing else, and I want it banging around like church bells down there. Bing bong.
yeah, free balling.
I will judge the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Free balling.
Yes, you
Yeah.
want to see the fucking real hammer of justice. Bang, I'll slap that dong on the table, dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when we eventually move back to North Carolina, I'm definitely becoming a magistrate judge.
At some point,
And
dude.
I will not be corrupt. I'm incorruptible, as a matter of fact. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't care about your fucking money. But I'm gonna do weird stuff to people.
Yeah, you got to buy out those Circle Ks, though. or
I
we
am
don't-
gonna.
we-
I
we
don't care
live here
about money,
forever.
but watch out for your cornhole.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say all that, but yeah, you're probably right.
Hey, watch out for your cornhole, Peter.
Check out Channel 9.
Breast exam on Channel 9, man. So according to Grok, and you can Grok this way and take it for what it's worth. So based on reports from ABC News, PBS, and court records, DeCarlos Brown Jr. had 14 prior charges dating back to 2011 with convictions including armed robbery, in which he served 5 years, felony larceny, and breaking and entering. Oh, so he's got some B&E charges too. And he had reported schizophrenia and mental health issues, including a 14-day involuntary commitment. In January 2025, he was released on a written promise to appear, no cash bail, back to your point earlier, Dan, at the top of the show, for misdemeanor 911 misuse prior to the August 2025
That one's
murder.
odd.
He was just calling to chat, like, "Hey, what's up, girl?"
It's
Yeah,
been
what up, girl?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Can you guys send somebody down here? It's like, are you having an emergency?
Is this 911? What are you wearing? What you doing, girl?
I would like to report a future crime.
I'll be over there. Let me get on. Let me hop on this train. I'll be right down there, girl.
Jesus Christ.
And he never made it.
No.
Which is
Never made it.
real sad story.
And why is it too
yeah,
though that all these pro-Ukrainian waving the flags on the congressional floor, cheering for Ukraine? Not a lot about the Ukrainian refugees.
Adam Kinzinger. Where's the fucking outrage?
Oh, they don't care about white people in America. You stupid bitch.
Right. You've got to be Ukrainian.
What's the matter with you?
Okay.
Yeah. You got to be somewhere
Forgive me.
else. Yeah, that's the only way it works. 357 Sig asks, does Judge D'Anthony keep a rifle on the bench? No, I wear an S vest the whole time.
Gotcha. I like that.
Because if I'm going, we're going.
Yeah, we're going.
If I'm going, we going.
Yeah,
we
dead
going,
man,
dude.
dead man switch too, which is really going to test my grip
right,
strength
yeah.
over the course of the day.
Yeah, if I let go, it's over.
It's like, hey, somebody tries to shake my hand. I'm like, sorry, I can't. S vest. You know how it is.
S-Fest. You know that old song and dance. Boy meets girl, girl meets S-Vest. Yeah.
Is your friend a germaphobe? No. S-Fest, man.
No, he's literally wearing C4.
You can't shake your hand, dude.
Yeah, don't
shake
even
your hand.
try.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
Oop, got your nose.
Now I got the rest of your body. Last up here, what to do with Anthony Fauci? Senator Rand Paul is calling for Dr. Anthony Fauci to reappear before Congress after emails were uncovered that contradict his testimony to lawmakers. The Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee, make that longer, please, obtained documents showing that Dr. Fauci, the former director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases during the height of COVID-19 pandemic, directed NIH employees to destroy records. These documents suggest that your direct involvement in efforts to conceal information related to the committee's investigation appear to contradict your previous testimony before Congress. Mr. Paul, Kentucky Republican, said in a statement on a letter, Tuesday to Dr. Fauci. The letter is the latest salvo in a vicious 5-year battle between Mr. Paul and Dr. Fauci over the government's handling of the pandemic. The letter notes that during his June 2024 testimony before the House Select Subcommittee on the coronavirus pandemic, Dr. Fauci was asked if he had ever deleted records, and he responded, no. Well, that's good enough for me.
Yep.
So why are we not doing anything with him right now? Are we hoping, what is he, 83? Is he hoping just to run out the clock here and then he's going to die? What is it? Because
the swamp. He's been doing this shit forever. He's never had a practice. He never practiced medicine. And then you got the Joe Biden auto pen when it automatically went back to something like 2014. Like you're exempt from whatever crimes you have.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so that's the thing that's
a blanket pardon is like guilty.
That's the thing that has to get challenged in court. There's no legal precedent for a blanket preemptive pardon before somebody's even been charged with a crime. That's not a thing. They just made it up and nobody's challenged it yet. But because nobody cares about Hunter. Right. I don't give two fucks about that guy.
I'm gonna party with him.
I want to party with him.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, for sure.
It's just a party.
Hunter, if you're going to be in Penn State
One night.
for the whiteout game, you
one
can
quick
tag along
96-hour night.
Yeah, we got fucking tall boys, dude, in Pennsylvania, for Christ's sakes. Let's go, Hunter. 8% tall boys. Let's fucking
now,
go.
I know you like crack more than alcohol, but
You get Hunter on this show, I am flying back down. If it's tomorrow, I'll be back.
You know what's weird? I would have him in 10 seconds. What a fucking show.
Dude, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But deleting records with the intent of concealing information inside the federal government is a violation of the Federal Records Act. It's a violation of, 18 U.S.C. 1505 and 1518, I think, are the two statutes for obstruction of justice. Those are just like black and white crimes.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what else he did that you may like or dislike, it's like, I don't like that guy. He fucking did these things. They're like, oh, well, technically, he was in a federal position making decisions and he was wrong or stupid or whatever, and that's not technically a crime. This is literally a crime.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you about this because this is a story you've been on, obviously, for years here. Trump has recently kind of walked back Operation Warp Speed.
Has he?
Yeah. So,
What did he say? I didn't see any of that.
let me see here.
I've never seen him take one fucking ounce of responsibility for that. I would love to. I think it would go a long way if he did.
I'll see what he did. God, he brought it up the other day, dude. It's trending online.
He just yelled Puerto Ricans for half an hour, and you got confused. That's
Yeah.
what really happened.
Let's see. Man, I'm like everything is fucking Charlie Kirk related today, so it's impossible to find
Hard
right
to find, yeah.
But it was trending the other day on Twitter, and he had said, "Do you have it, Bob?"
I have a statement from Trump on September 1st about COVID.
Okay, yes. Read this, if you don't mind.
Okay. It is very important that the drug companies justify the success of their various COVID drugs. Many people think they are a miracle that saved millions of lives. Others disagree. With CDC being ripped apart over this question, I want the answer and I want it now. I've been shown information from Pfizer and others that is extraordinary, but they never seem to show those results to the public. Why not? They go off on the next hunt and let everyone rip themselves apart, including Bobby Kennedy Jr. and CDC, trying to figure out the success or failure of the drug companies' COVID work. They show me great numbers and results, but they don't seem to be showing them to many others. I want them to show them now to CDC and the public to clear up this mess one way or the other. I hope Operation Warp Speed was brilliant, as many say it was. If not, we all want to know about it and why. Thank you for your attention to this very important matter. President DJT.
Yes. So that was his statement the other day. Thank you for finding that, by the way, Bob. If we know what Fauci did and all this other shit, it's pretty easy right now to haul him in. I mean, there's hours and hours and hours of footage. We covered it on this show. We watched some of it live. I believe you and I commented on it live. You could nail Fauci tomorrow if you wanted to.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a process by which the pardon has to get unrolled, which would effectively unroll all of the other pardons to include that fat dummy who was a general. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
You got to be more specific.
McMaster? No.
That fat homosexual.
Oh God, the woman.
No, it's a dude. Well, technically, I don't know if it's got a cock
Dude
or
looks
not.
like a lady.
He looks like he's probably got a little fucking twisty pig dick or something.
Millie.
Millie.
Yeah,
God
Mark
damn it.
Millie.
Yeah.
Mark Millie Vanilli. That one needs to be rolled back as well. There's no crime that I'm aware of that he could be charged with.
Well, let me go back to what you said years ago on the show, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you saying if you called these people in front of Congress and made them testify, since they have this immunity, this blanket immunity, if they lie about that immunity, then it immediately gets stripped.
It's a new charge. Well, no, the immunity doesn't get charged for those past crimes, but you get. It's either contempt of Congress or perjury every single time you refuse to answer after that. Contempt of Congress is like, it compounds, but I think the first charge is up to 6 months and a $30,000 fine, and then so on and so forth from there.
So why not do that?
Because Republicans are cowards.
Cowards.
They have no intention of... Look, people are fucking paying attention right now. I'm telling you, with this... the Charlie thing hit harder than them trying to kill Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all have been plugged into this stuff or noticed yet in the community. And I don't just mean online. I mean, people that I know from offline that are in Democratic politics have been reaching out to me like, this is really bad. And nobody did that when somebody took a shot at Trump last summer.
No.
Not one of these people reached out to me to say this stuff, but I've gotten 40 messages and phone calls in the last 24 hours about this.
To your point, this is breaking news right here. Republicans and Democrats, including AOC, Nancy Mace, are canceling upcoming events and taking other security precautions. And the other rumor is they are reaching out for their own private security. On top of what's provided to them already.
I couldn't care less if those people live or die, frankly. But they should definitely be paying for their own security since they're butt raping us. But yeah, I mean, this one feels bigger than even the Trump thing. If you've been, if you've had your ear to the ground, it feels bigger, and the response. And Republicans, it is now on you to hold the people responsible for this. I'm not talking about just this one guy, and I'm not talking about going after the Democrats or whatever other fucking large group that you're talking about. I'm talking about BLM and Antifa and everybody that funded them and everything else that's happened as a result of that. All of the fucking, it's not even social unrest. It's been riots and terrorism for the last 5 years. Anybody involved in that shit that was charged and released, or who was out on cash bail, or who was never charged in the first place, bring them all back, charge them. I don't give a fuck about statute of limitations. It's terrorism. There is none. Bring them all back, charge them with terrorism. Anybody that financed it, charge them with financing terrorism. And if they're an American citizen, put them in prison for the rest of their life. And if they're not, deport them to the worst place we can possibly find, preferably El Salvador, and let them hang out with Tren de Aragua and MS-13 a little bit. This is the only thing that is acceptable, in my opinion. It's the only thing that's acceptable. Without this, do not come to me in the fall of 2026 and ask me for my fucking vote when the guy who is the leader of the most prominent conservative movement in fucking 30 years, right, since Rush fucking Limbaugh got started, the most prominent leader got clipped right in front of your eyes, and you didn't do shit about it. Don't fucking ask me to vote for you, because I won't.
And also, too, the media is complicit. You can only say Nazi, threat to democracy, fascist. So many. None of that is true.
Yeah.
And the problem is, especially with this ridiculously dumb culture, is you only know what you're taught. And right now, we're only taught one thing from whichever station you watch. There's not even like we were talking sources earlier. There's not. I'm going to listen to all this and make a sound judgment. I will listen to what you tell me because you've never been wrong. It's a mostly peaceful protest in front of a burning fucking city. None of this is real. None of it's right. It's all. Not even misinformation. It's blatant fucking lies. They don't even know what fascism actually is, but they're using fascist tactics. They're complicit. There should be people behind fucking bars that are on TV right now.
Yeah, and as I'm reading this here, because forgive me, this is breaking news here. So AOC says She has postponed 2 public events planned for this weekend in North Carolina, including a rally in Raleigh that was set for Sunday. From the moment I was elected, I have felt that I accept a certain level of risk in doing this job. She added that security protocols for members of Congress are for a bygone time. They're not designed for a digital threats environment era.
This is all fucking kabuki theater performative nonsense. Nobody is targeting Democrats.
No.
Not one fucking person is out there targeting Democrats.
You know the best thing that could happen for a Democrat on stage is have the entire crowd full of 2A supporters with guns on their hips. They'll be fine. No one's shooting at them.
She claims she's been facing death threats. Now, Republican Nancy Mace, who's running for governor in South Carolina, said she's canceling all outdoor and public events for the foreseeable future, including an upcoming speaking gig at a college campus as an outspoken critic of transgender people and accommodations for them. And obviously what we saw on the what was it, the ammo earlier, I guess, from this guy.
Who knows about all that bullshit?
Yeah, that's someone stoking something.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's real, maybe it's not. But, you know, I'll tell you this. Charlie would be ashamed of both of them.
Yeah.
For packing it in like
Right.
cowards.
Right, because that's part of terrorism too, is make people stop doing their routines, stop doing stuff they should be doing too.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? Step it the fuck up, get some actual security, some counter snipers. Don't hire people based on how they look. Are you competent? You could. I got 5 dudes that could secure one of these areas. Counter sniper shit, that's day one shit, man.
Yeah, and Dan, to your point earlier here about what you've heard, there was an unnamed senator who said people are scared to death in this building. I mean, not many of them will say it publicly, but they're running to the speaker talking about security. And this is according to a Republican senator who wished to be named nameless here. People are scared.
A Republican
They're
senator
really,
who's
really
anonymous?
scared, yes.
See, that's the problem right there, you fucking pussy.
Yeah.
What, are you going to ever stand up for anything? Status quo, status quo. Oh, it's dangerous. We better stop.
Yeah.
Poor fucking me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, do your job.
Yeah.
And make
How
cities-
about put criminals in jail, do your fucking job, write laws, and then enforce them. It's it's frustrating as shit.
Yeah, you're the author of your own circumstances when you're in power. That's how it works, man. I just don't buy that shit. And then the common refrain you're hearing from the left, I've had people reach out to me about this, like maybe we should all get together and tone down the rhetoric. I'm like, yeah, I bet that's how Hamas felt the day after October 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really convenient to want to call a fucking ceasefire after you sucker punch somebody.
Yeah,
right.
But that shit ain't happening.
You start
my
a fucking
friend.
war. Don't complain that you're losing it.
Yeah,
and that's the whole victim mentality. Like right now, AOC, pouring me. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
You're just as bad.
Nobody,
You're starting this shit.
I mean, look, you should. If you're a public figure, you should always take it into consideration. If you're a fucking regular dick like us, you should take it into consideration. I don't fucking walk into rooms I don't know how to walk out of, and I got my eyeballs on the hands and the fucking faces of everybody in that goddamn room.
Mm-hmm.
However, take that into consideration, do the fucking due diligence, and move on with your life. Stop this like, oh, I've got to cancel everything because of this. Look, if you don't have the capability to provide the security required for a place that you're going to have to go to, change the place. That's a smart move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, move it at the last minute.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking keep changing stuff up and not being predictable, not using the same ingress, egress all the time, and then not going to a site that you can't physically secure. Those are all good ideas. But just packing it in, that's for attention. This is, again, it's kabuki theater. It's nonsense.
Yeah, because, you know, as I'm looking at this here, because there's so many fucking updates regarding this story, Trump has blamed the radical left for the killing before the suspect is actually identified. I mean, I think after we saw what was on the ammo and shit, it's pretty easy to say what that was, especially if the New York Post and other outlets are releasing it here.
Maybe.
If that's real.
That's one data point. A second data point might be the guy's cell phone with a fucking Iranian phone number in it, right? That
I didn't hear that part.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that would be a second. We don't know anything. We haven't even caught the goddamn guy yet.
Right.
So we don't know anything. We know nothing.
Nothing at
all
right now. And then to your point earlier about why this is different than Trump, I think it's different from Trump because Trump lived and then he got up and it was a powerful moment where it was a guy who looked like he was in power. What we saw on live television yesterday and these clips that have been circulating over and over again of this death was so brutal, so quick, and so much blood that the visual of it is kind of ingrained in people's mind, and I don't think will ever be erased of what we saw yesterday. And I think, Dan, that's why.
Yeah, you should never forget this. If you're a person that's, I don't care right or left, if you're a normal person that's perfectly fine with having a conversation with somebody and moving on about your day, you should watch that video. And every time you watch it, you should remember that there are two sides in this country, and it's not right and left right now. We can get back to that at some point, and we can have our little squabbles about which way to pull and where to spend our money and how much to collect and all that nonsense. But right now, the two sides are people that are crazy and violent, and the people who want to be left the fuck alone. And laissez-faire only works to a certain point until you get punched, and then you got to fuck these people up.
Yeah, that's it. True. Well, I mean, the thing too with the Trump assassination attempt. Now it's a year and change later, and the left is saying it was staged. Right?
I hear that over and over again. I heard it last night too.
I was at an event in Terre Haute, Indiana, a few days ago with Nick Menster, who is the security guy that jumped on him first and is in the picture when he's doing fight. The guy right there. And I asked him too. I said, I hear shit about stuff that I've done. What are your thoughts on this being a conspiracy theory? And he said, tell that to the guy behind me that had his fucking head blown off.
Yeah.
These are real bullets.
Two people died.
Yeah, but then they're saying no, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean,
the fucking left lying again.
You're a better shooter than me. So if you're out there and you think it's a fucking conspiracy, we'll come to the studio. We'll play William Tell. Rob, I'll give you, 150 feet, right?
Yeah.
This is how far it was, so it's close.
Yeah.
Give you 150 feet out, and all you got to do is hold, I guess, like a silver dollar next to your ear, because that's about how big it would be. Just hold it right there and see if Rob can shoot it out of your hand.
Let's do it.
Yeah. And it'd just be a fun little test.
Let's film it now. We got B-roll. Let's do this.
Yeah, why not? It'd be good. We got a volunteer over there. How many hard AFs have you had, dude?
Enough to volunteer for that.
Shit, 5? Yeah.
5.
He's in. Fuck, you probably put that right in your asshole and let him shoot it out of there. After 5.
Yeah, pardon me
bro.
while I put the rifle down.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not
Allow me to reintroduce myself, dude. That's
not a sheep.
No, it's not. It's not. Now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin Bro of the week. Obviously, you've been on a million times. You're a homie in real life. Today is 9/11. Is there anybody out there that you would like to give Drinkin Bro of the week on the 24th anniversary of 9/11?
On the 24th anniversary of 9/11, you know who I want? I want to give it to Drinking Bros of the week.
Sure.
I gave a speech today in Austin. I mentioned this on stage. It's got to be the Bin Laden raid, but people don't talk about when we blew up the helicopter in the front yard. We got out because the Army sent in a helicopter with different pilots, different air crew, and more SEALs. So the U.S. Army and the U.S. Navy SEAL Team 6 rescued SEAL Team 6 on the Bin Laden raid, and no one mentions that they flew in huge flying school buses with double rotors, not stealth, came in and got us and left. So Drinkin' Bros of the week are the Army and the Navy.
I've never heard that story.
No one ever. They don't talk about it. They don't talk about the air crew that was there. They put their asses in the seat too. Going to Bin Laden's room and turning the corner and pulling the trigger was fucking easy. I was watching cool shit the whole time. The pilots that got us in there, that crash landed, and the rescue team, Drinkin' Bros of the week.
Because it's dark. I'm assuming you can't have any lights, and there probably was no lights there.
No, it was 0% illumination.
Yeah. That's every time you come on, there's a fun fact that I don't know.
Yeah. Wait till we get it. I'll tell next time that when I introduce my wife to Tom Brady. That's funny.
Well,
she's from Boston. We're saving that one.
All right.
That's a good one.
All right.
There's not enough time.
No, there never is. We appreciate you tuning in. Go to Spotify, rate the show a 5-star. And you're going to see this video today. Patreon will always be Patreon for Drinkin' Bros Podcast. Patreon, you always get the show a week in advance, and we'll upload the back catalog and all the other stuff. All of Tetherball Academy Media is uploaded to video on Spotify, including the Operator Podcast with Mr. Rob O'Neill. That video has just started as well, so please rate that show a 5-star and download it if you haven't heard it. Rob's one of the most entertaining dudes on the planet, and lucky to have him on the network. And then rate this show a 5-star on iTunes and leave a quick review. It's all the advertisers care about, and that's the only thing that keeps the lights on in this goddamn place. We love you, dude. We appreciate you tuning in. Never forget 9/11, and to Charlie's family, we're thinking about you today.
And never forget Benghazi either, also today.
Mm-hmm. It was also 9/11?
Yeah. 13 or 14, 13 years. What year is this?
This is 25.
Yeah, 13.
God. That is really sped up, hasn't it? It doesn't feel like 13 years, does it?
Yeah, I was just on Newsmax with Oz the other day, actually, on Carl Hipke's show.
Were you really?
I watched that.
Yeah.
You look great.
I typically do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of standard.
Yeah, he does.
Not as good as Oz, though.
struggling
He's
these days.
a rugged, handsome man. Yeah. A little bit of a
I've
ginger,
hit my
though.
quota of gay jokes, so I can't.
Yeah, you're done for that.
I've made a lot.
Cut off.
The
lot of
the
them.
Navy doesn't have quotas for that.
Very pro-gay, though.
Very pro-gay.
Extremely pro.
Very pro-gay. Appreciate you tuning in for D'Anthony and Anthony Hollaway, Rob O'Neill, and Ross Patterson. This